ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Is you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad ready? Is you ready? Are you ready?
Good evening and welcome to Fighting Patriot Football via JohnCurtisPatriots.com on YouTube. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 60 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Tonight's broadcast is sponsored by proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Robbie Utzer, Danny Wimpron, Gordon Bear, and Kevin Fayard. Tonight, we're at the Bronco Corral in Zachary, Louisiana, as the John Curtis Christian Patriots take on the number one ranked Zachary Broncos. Danny, the Broncos have won 4 state championships in the past 7 years, including last year. They're led by Alabama commit quarterback Eli Holstein. The Patriots are going to have to build on the momentum of last week's victory against Central Lafourche to have a chance to secure victory tonight against the Broncos.
You know, exciting matchup for us. We talked about this since we got the schedule out, as this was going to be a premier showdown of 2 schools in Louisiana, and we're excited to be here with them. This fantastic facility that we're in, this is an unbelievable place. Everybody's treated us with a lot of respect, and it's been fun so far since we've been here. The press box that we're in is first-class facility as well. So field turf, we did have a little bit of rain earlier, but this field turf is going to be nice to play on for both teams. Hopefully the showers just kind of calm down and we don't have any more for the rest of the night. But, yeah, we're excited about this matchup, Kevin. These are the ones that, you know, you really get your juices flowing for. It's good to be back up here with you guys for our third broadcast of this season. And, you know, it's going to be an offensive battle. You know, that's what we're expecting. And these guys are led by a Alabama commit QB and Eli Holstein, and it's going to be exciting to watch him drop back and try to throw the ball against us. And our DBs are going to have to hold serve, and defensive line and the linebackers and guys are going to have to all play together as a unit. So it's going to be an exciting matchup for us, and we're proud to bring it back with you here on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Yep. Again, we want to thank proud Yogi's Bears, Walter, Bill, and Chris Sanchez for their continued support Fighting Patriot Football. They began, they're the ones who started off the sponsorships back in 2013. So,
Yes, sir.
Of course, Yogi's Bears, man, they lead everything up front. Might as well let those guys lead us all the way through. Coach John Curtis, JT Curtis, is actually in his 54th season coaching the Patriots. His record is 604 wins, 75 losses, and 6 ties. The Patriots lead the all-time series versus the Broncos 1-0, and the only time they played was in the '89 playoffs. The Patriots won 42-0. Last week, the Patriots beat Central Lafourche, and Zachary beat East Ascension. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but Zachary has the state's longest win streak of 17 coming into tonight.
I did not know that. So we got to do a good job of breaking that, like you and I would want nothing more. But yeah, we're excited about this, man. I can't say it enough. You know, when you get an opportunity to play a great team like Zachary that we're not normally able to play, it's an exciting deal for us. Obviously, you know, in the Baton Rouge area, I would say Zachary's the premier team. South Louisiana, we're the premier team, and you know, it's going to be an exciting matchup up for us. So, looking forward to it, and trying to get it started here.
We're going to pause for the invocation and the playing of the national anthem.
We would like to direct your attention to the CC on the home side 10-yard line. Additionally, the football team has a CC decal on their helmets in red, white, and blue to honor his service to Zachary and the United States military. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach David Brewerton would like to present his wife Michelle a 2021 state championship pendant and Chris's state championship ring. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for the biggest Bronco fan of all, Coach Chris Kosay.
And that was a in remembrance of Coach Chris Kosay. They have the CC on the 10-yard line, and the kids are wearing the CC on their helmet. And I'd like to find out a little bit more of the story there, but obviously some of that meant a lot to the Zachary football program and the entire school.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't mind, one more round of applause for Coach Chris Kosay and his wife Michelle. Thank you, Kosay. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise, remove your caps for the invocation tonight delivered by Senior Raylan Sullivan of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for the blessings you give us each day. Thank you for this time together as each team is supported by excited fans. We pray that each person here displays a heart of sportsmanship and gratitude for their team and ability. Safe travels to John Curtis and all the fans coming and going to tonight's game. We ask you to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep these athletes safe on and off the field. We pray that you give them opportunities to lead by example, to mentor others, and to use their influence for the good of their teams, schools, and communities. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please remain standing for the national anthem tonight, performed by 7-time Grammy Award-winning, multi-platinum recording artist, Mr. Isaiah Lawson.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what the crowd we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er
That's awesome. And welcome back to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com alongside Danny Wimpron. I'm Kevin Fayard. We're here in Corral Stadium in Zachary, Louisiana, where the Patriots will take on the number 1 ranked team in the Class 5A, the Zachary Broncos. The Broncos, we occupy the west sideline. They're in their black helmets, black jerseys, and black pants. The Patriots in the north end zone still warming up. They're in their traditional white helmets, white jerseys, and white pants. And they will occupy the east sideline in just a few moments. Danny, we talked about earlier, off the air. Eli Holstein, everybody's, 5-star athlete going to Alabama and stuff. He's going to have a lot of skills to help the defense. The offense has got to have the ball, no turnovers, long drives, keep him on the sideline. And defense needs to make the plays and tackle.
Well, ball control of football, and that's that's historically what we've done. Been able to control the football on offense, drive it down, make sure you finish with some big points, and then keep the ball out of their hands, like you mentioned. Obviously, in a game like this, you always look at special teams coming up big, and who's going to win the turnover battle. So. In the fourth quarter as well, Kevin, early in the season, who's going to be better conditioned? Who's going to be ready to rock and roll in the fourth quarter? Who can keep fresh legs and continue to pound the ball down the field? So, it's a great matchup for us early here in the season. And I think it's a good test, a good test for our character of our defense, our defensive backs. Those guys are going to be tested tonight. Got to get up in the quarterback's face, got to hit him early, disrupt him, give him some happy feet and, do our jobs. But like we mentioned, it's going to be an offensive battle, so we have to control the ball, got to put points on the board, touchdowns especially, and, be able to control the football with no turnovers.
And if you're watching this on the live broadcast, feel free to interact with Danny and I. You can send a text message to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Give us your name and location. We don't have caller ID, but we'd love to give you a shout-out. And the first one tonight, of course, is fellow Patriot Jeff Bonet, listening to us in Ponchatoula. Says, let's go Patriots. We appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you very much for your loyal support. And, we talked about the broadcast as well, but Danny and I were able to go to the City Zachary Fire Department. We hung out with Jimmy Roy and Kyle Morris and the chief of the fire department over there from Baton Rouge and a couple of the firemen. With hospitality, we basically got to help cook some pastelai, and those guys are actually going to feed the Patriots. They were cooking a 15-gallon pot of jambalaya. So the Patriots will have a post-game meal courtesy of the fire department of the City of Zachary. So thank you for your hospitality. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's first class organization, first class school, and you can tell by the people that are in charge and around the town. I'd love to be able to do a little bit more of that. Obviously we don't have the huge booster clubs or alumni clubs that are doing that, but the fact that the fire department stays around and cares so much about the local high school, that pays huge dividends for this town. But, they've treated us very well over the last few hours, and obviously, we want the next 3 hours to be no different.
And captains are in the middle of the field for the coin toss. And it looks like Patriots will get the ball first. The Broncos deferred. Patriots offense will get the ball, and we'll be going right to left. So the Patriots will be defending the south end zone going north. And the Broncos will go left to right. So, Danny, here's an opportunity here for a nice return, hopefully. And then the offense take a nice, long, slow drive, put some points on the board, and let's keep Mr. Holstein on the sideline.
That's what it's all about. You got to start early. You got to have a spark. Give us a spark here on special teams with a big return, put our offense in great field position. That's what was happening last week for us. Our offense was starting on their side of the 50 a bunch. So, you're already fighting. You already have half of the battle won already. So hopefully we could have a little bit more of the same this week. But, man, just want an opportunity to be here. Like we said, the rain slowed up. An hour and a half ago, it was drizzling, actually coming down pretty hard at times. But it's a beautiful facility, beautiful field, the field turf. So hopefully the rain holds out for the rest of the night and both teams are hitting on their A game, and it's going to be a heck of a battle.
Yep, I got to say this is probably the nicest public school stadium we've been to in the state of Louisiana. I've got a huge jumbotron in the north end zone, so I have some replays here, and
got to be the
nice.
biggest jumbotron in Louisiana.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Fantastic.
You know what? It's nice to see where the tax dollars finally go, not in some politician's pocket, would actually go to the kids in the facilities, and you get something nice. So kudos to the city of Zachary. Deep for the Patriots will be number 4, Turner. Near side is going to be Prout, number 3, and then Gabriel. Prout's going to field it at the 11. Near side, he's going to run to the middle of the field, 15-20.
Hit it.
And he's going to be tackled near the 22-yard line, so that's where the Patriots will take it over, 1st and 10.
Thought I saw a little bit of a hole there, Kevin, but it closed up quickly. Prout did a good job of kind of trying to find it, and all of a sudden it closed up, and he had to just knife forward.
Go ahead, Gordon. Oh, I thought you put Gordon on. We're up at the press box. We don't have the crowd, the noise that we normally do with the field mics, but I tell you, on a nice, muggy, wet night, it's nice being in this little air-conditioned press box with
100%.
food behind us in the bathroom.
Yes,
it's
sir.
nice, man. Almost like being in the Superdome. 1st and 10, Patriots. Ball in the middle of the field will come. Johnson over the center.
Hit it.
Nice run, and he's going to get across the 30 to 31-yard line. Should be a gain of 9, 2nd down 1. And Danny, that's a stable play we've run through the years. First play, just hand to the running back over the center.
Yep, good job. They're going 4-3, and they got 2 inverted safeties. We'll see how involved they get in the box as the game progresses in the run game. And, hopefully we can continue to do that, run the ball effectively, get first downs, and then we can maybe hit them with some play action later on.
Actually, they gave him 10, 1st and 10. They'll give the same play this time to Prout, a little shorter back. This time, no gain, 2nd down 10.
You got swallowed up right there on that one. Good job of you mentioned it. They gave us a first down on that one, so not so bad. Gained about maybe a yard on that one. So, but very manageable here for the Patriots. Still trying to figure things out in the chess match early.
Yep, they did give us a yard, 2nd down and 9. Ball in the middle of the field. Bruno is the quarterback. We're under 11 minutes ago in the opening quarter. We'll come near side. Johnson has a handoff off the left guard. Brace a couple tackles. Cross the 50. He's dragging the defensive back to the Bronco 33-yard line. Danny, I tell you what, he's the biggest back we got. That's the best run of his career. Last year, he only had about 220 yards, but this he's run. That's a nice run.
Yeah, that's very nice.
That's the best run he's had.
We didn't see him much last week. Get the ball in his hands, so obviously he's a little bit more of the bruising back that we're historically accustomed to at Curtis. Our other couple guys are explosive, and especially with their feet, but a good job here in our first drive of sustaining some first downs.
Ball near hash mark. 1st and 10 from the Bronco 32-yard line. We'll stay with Bruno. He hands it off to, looks like Gabriel. He's going to get it to the 30-yard line, gain of 2. His 2nd down and 8. Give some shout-outs real quick. Jock Sergi, class of 92. Thank you very much for listening. Jerry Saban, class of 03 with Chantel, his wife, and Mark Toper, class of 77. They're in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi.
There you go.
Yep. Matt Monahan.
Monahan.
I knew that from last week. Give a little shout out to his little brother Ronnie, and of course Rusty
he's
and Corey
feeling better.
Alfonso watching from the parish. Appreciate you guys. And of course, my parents Lionel and Sue Fair watching this in Plano, Texas. Love you guys.
There you go.
2nd down 8 from the Bronco 30. We'll go to the right. Bruno back to
got him.
He has a guy wide open down the sideline, and he didn't have his hands. Turner just had to turn his body, but Danny, it was a catchable ball, and he couldn't get it. Hit his fingertips and dropped it. Wow, we had an opportunity. Bruno faked it inside the line of scrimmage for the run, suckered everybody into the line of scrimmage, and he threw the fade. Gordon, what you got down there, buddy? Nothing. Okay.
One of those things, Kevin, when the quarterback has them so wide open, sometimes it's tough to make. You try to make a perfect throw, and you really don't need to. You just got to put it up and outside. That one was just a little bit too far outside where Turner tried to turn and make the catch, but that's set up exactly how you would want it.
We talk about big games, precious points, also missed opportunities. Let's chalk that one down there as a missed opportunity. Option to the right is Smith, and he's going to keep it. Gain of 1. So 3rd down and 7. Probably should have pitched it, but it's easier said than done when I'm up here and he's down there.
Well, not really, Kevin, to be honest with you. We got to get out there and get on that safety. That's a safety coming down and run support to make that big hit. And man on the line of scrimmage, we took care of him. But as those safeties continue to get involved in the game, we're going to try to take advantage of some play-action passes, of course. But
we'll go for it here.
Good job of Zachary coming up and run support and making it happen.
Ball on the 29, 7 yards to go for the Patriots. Got to get it to the 22. Ball on that right hash mark. We'll go twins receivers near side. Quarterback's going to roll near side of Smith. He's under pressure, throws it in the flat, and it's going to be tipped and deflected and incomplete. And the Patriots will turn it over on downs. Had the running back out in the flat. Just credit the defensive back for the nice play there.
Gordon, you got anything? I don't know what that is that keeps turning on. Anyway, nice job by Zachary coming up on a big 4th down, forcing the incomplete pass. And like you mentioned, Kevin, we kind of had the running back out in the flat early. If he can get it out of his hands, and that would have been a nice touch pass up and over the top. They did a good job of undercutting it with their defender. And Big Eli is going to have the ball 1st and 10.
Yep. Empty set, 3 receivers near side, 2 top of the field. Holstein takes the pass from center, looks far side, throws it quick, and it's complete, but he's brought down immediately. And that's, Danny, that's what the Patriot defense will need to do. Keep the receivers in front of you, and as soon as they catch the ball, if they catch it, you got to get them to the ground.
Well, obviously, early on, they're probably going to do a lot of 3-step drop out of the shotgun, just catch, throw the ball, get him comfortable, steading in there, get a couple yards, 4 or 5 yard gains, get some first downs, have him settle down, and then obviously try to press a little bit more as the game goes on.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from the 34. Holstein takes the pass from center, looks to his left again, heads the guy down the far side, and he's going to lay it up, and he's open, and it's going to be in and out of his hands. Nice job there by the defensive back getting there at the last second. It'll be 3rd down and 5 with 8:11 to go in the quarter.
Looked a little early to me, Kevin, but the worst thing I'll say is that when you don't get your face turned to the ball, you're not able to see when it's coming. So you got to be able to get into that deep 3rd and get up and get the ball with your face turned to the direction of the ball there.
Yep. The Foulbachers are watching us from Harahan's to Go Big Blue. We appreciate it. And, of course, a little comment here that the facilities that Zachary are actually probably funded. That's true. A bunch of sponsors on the scoreboard have committed a 10-year commitment to finance the facilities. It's good stuff here. Incomplete pass there, and the Patriots will force a punt on the first drive of the Broncos. So, Danny, that's a huge stop by the Patriots, only allowing 5 yards on that first drive.
Again, looks like we got there a little bit early. Justin Horn kind of had his hands on his back, didn't get his eyes to the football, so wasn't sure that I think he was getting it. On, fortunately for us, that's a no call. Going to bring up 4th down and forcing the punt opportunity here, the punt return opportunity here for the Patriots. So a good job of the defense being able to sit back down, get a deep breath, kind of talk about what they're seeing here early, and get the offense the ball back, hopefully on a nice return.
Prout will stand at the Patriot 30-yard line. Burns is the punter. He's a sophomore. He'll be punting from his 20. And Danny, the book on Eli is that he's a slow starter. He obviously in that drive, but as the game goes on, he gets stronger. So the Patriots are going to be on the game for the full 48 minutes. Nice high kick. Prout is going to call fair catch and make it at the 40-yard line. So with 7:59 to go in the quarter, 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 40.
Yeah, good job right here. Again, Kevin staring down that barrel of the gun and being able to get in that traffic, field it, and call the fair catch and give the Patriots the ball on our 40-yard line. Great field position, only 60 to pay dirt.
Brandon Dagan is the quarterback. Ball in the far hash mark. Twins receivers near side. We'll go to top of the field. Hands it off to, I believe it was Johnson.
You gonna blow the whistle or what?
Blow the whistle, Red.
Can't hear it from up
No,
here.
it's
I wonder if he blew it down.
I'm not sure.
1, Gabriel on the carry. And they're going to give him 2 to the 42, so 2nd down and 8.
And it's really what we see a lot, Kevin, 2 yards, cloud of dust, do it again, and eventually we pop, or we're going to suck those safeties up for some play-action pass like we talked about. It looks like we really have everything we want down here to the bottom of the field as far as throwing the ball.
Yep, little counter. Give it to Prout, and this time credit the whole front 4 of the Zachary Broncos. They slammed right on the running back, clamped up on a loss of 1, so now it'll be 3rd down and 9.
Yep.
It's a little counter, a little slow action, but credit the front 4 for the Zachary. They read it perfectly.
Yeah, Twins receivers down to the bottom of the field. They didn't really walk a linebacker out very far, and the top and the safety to the bottom of the field was probably 10 yards deep, and the corner was probably about 8 yards deep. So I think you have some matchups out here that you could probably take advantage of with some quick game, things like that. We'll see as it progresses what they do. Twins to the top of the field now.
Yep. Ball in the middle field. Twins receivers top, as Danny mentioned, 6:40 and counting.
Here we go. Give it to him.
Quarterback drive back to pass, fires it down the sideline, has the receiver, and he's going to be held, and they don't call it. That was more pass interference than the other 2.
Well, I think
That's okay. Turner was intended receiver, though.
Kevin, as a receiver, you got to turn, find the ball, and jump into the defender and make it obvious. He just kind of turned, tried to work his way around him. You got to jump back into the defender when he doesn't have his eyes turned to the ball like we saw before.
So that'll make the Patriots to force him to punt it. So really only a gain of 1 in that series for the Patriots. Alfonso to punt it.
We could flip the field position here. Punt team has to go out there and do their job.
Williams will be back for the Broncos. He's going to stand around the 25-yard line. Decent snap. A wobbly kick.
Yep, get a bounce, get a bounce.
Get a perfect bounce.
There you go.
Going to roll to the 20, near the 15. Nice little roll, and they're going to mark it down right in there at the 15-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from their own 15 with 6:19 to go in the first. There is no score.
Not bad right there, Kevin. You know, you don't get anything on offense, obviously. We do have our opportunities, and like you said, you got to take advantage of your opportunities. We're not going to throw the ball a lot, but you want to be at least 50% on some of those deep shots, be able to take advantage of your opportunities, get some points on the board, things like that. They're going to be there for you. You got to take advantage of it.
Yep. Well, 1st and 10 Broncos. Let's see if the Patriots defense can repeat what they did on the first drive, hold them to a 3-and-out. They'll put the ball in that left hash mark top of the field. This time they hand it off to the running ball. He bobbled it, but keeps it, runs up the middle, has a first down. He trucks the safety, gets to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncos. That was Thomas on the carry. Then he just handed up right the middle. He just gashed us
right
for 15 yards. He bobbled a snap. I thought we might have had a chance up front if we could get him knocked his hand loose. I mean, he got the ball, but he was able to secure the ball and kept running. And there's a sideline warning on the Patriots. First and 10 Broncos from their own 30. They're going left to right. Holstein takes the pass from center, hands it off to running back up the middle again. Same running back. This time only gain of 1. Nice job there by the Patriots front. And it looks like 13 for the Patriots made the tackle. That is going to be Caleb Saavedra. And that's going to be the official hydration break. So with 5:53 to go in the first period, it's the official hydration break. Time on the field. It's the Patriots 0, the Broncos 0.
Kevin, you know those hydration breaks, I think they go all the way into October. Is that what it is? But a good job of, throwing some punches early. These guys are taking them. You know, who's going to sustain them longer, I think, is the thing. Defense get an opportunity to be back on the field and against Eli. I think it's one of those things, Kevin, you got to be able to get to him. You got to be able to hit him early and fluster him. But I believe Zachary's probably just going to do a lot of 3-step drives, get the ball out of their hands, settle him down a little bit. And then take their shots like we're going to do and see if they can capitalize on them as well. But so far, good matchup right now, 0-0, 6 minutes left here in the first quarter, and it's scoreless. You're listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
I know we got a lot of fans listening to us statewide because it's one of the marquee games around the state. Feel free to interact with Danny and I. You can send a text message to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Second down 9, Broncos. Holstein looks near side, throws it deep, has a guy wide open, and in and out of his hands and out of bounds. The Patriots are fortunate there.
Yep, a little bit too far to the outside, kind of fading them away from nobody. They really had them beat down the sideline, Kevin. They had us beat by a few yards there and just faded them a little too close to the sidelines. Couldn't come up with the completion there. Fortunately for us, it's going to be 3rd and about 9.
Yep, 3rd and 9 from the 31. 5:55 to go in the first period. There is no score.
But they're going to continue to press downfield, Kevin. You got to get these guys up and in his face. Maybe some blitzes, change some looks up. Defensive line got to be working, getting up the field and getting to them.
2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Holstein takes a pass on center, looks to his right, and he's in trouble. And he's going to go down.
Got a hold.
Might have a hold and plus a sack
here. We're going to decline that, hopefully, if that's what it is, and force another punt.
Barnes and Horn look like they were in on the sack, but there's got to be a holding call.
Yeah, Horn was right there, and hopefully we're correct. And Barnes did a good job of just getting up there, like we mentioned. Barnes is a sophomore defensive lineman, 5'11", 250. Squatty kid, real strong, getting up in the face of the QB there. Nice job. Eli's pointing our way, like maybe we did something.
We got fellow Patriot K. Beloso up in the press box, man. How you doing, man?
What's up, my bro? How you been? Good to see you.
Hey, did halftime we talk to you? Okay.
I thought I saw them say illegal hands to the face. I'm not sure if that's what happened.
Think it's on us?
That's what they're looking like. Face mask on
Oh, my
us.
goodness.
It had to be on the interior front, Kevin,
Yeah.
because before we hit them, I thought they threw the flag.
I was thinking of a hold because the way they threw it.
It had to be maybe a defensive lineman trying to yank somebody. I'm not exactly sure, but, man.
But wait, the ball was
Yeah,
on the 31. They put it on the 30. How's it a loss?
We lost Jordan.
Retry, third down.
Okay. So
So they still lost a yard on the retry? I don't understand what's
I don't
going on
know.
down
I don't
there.
understand
The referees mismarked the ball. But they put it in play, so let's go with third and long. Double twin set. Holstein looks near side. He's going to run up the middle. Has plenty of yards. Going to have the first down, and he slides near the 42-yard line. It'll be a first down, Broncos.
good job, and that's just a numbers game right there, Kevin. They see us getting out of the box, vacating the box. We got too many guys in there. In the nickel package, you got a lot of DBs in there, or dime, excuse me, and we're just, it's a numbers game in the box, and quarterback did a good job of recognizing it and getting up the field.
Yep, got to the 41. First and 10 Broncos, 5:15 and counting. We're in the first period, no score. Double twin set. Holstein out of the gun, takes the pass from center, looks to his left, fires it on the far sideline, and it's going to be caught. And a few Patriots going to knock him down. No gain after the catch, which is what we want. But it's going to be second down and short. Give them about 7, so second down and 3. They place the ball at the 48-yard line. They need to get to the 49 of the Patriots for a first down. Thomas is the running back. They'll stay with, they'll go this time. 3 receivers near side, split top of the field. Thomas will line up to the right of Holstein out the gun. Holstein rolls near side, hands it off to Thomas. A little misdirection play. He's going to have the first down and 2 more yards as he gets it to the Patriot 47-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down with 4:27 to go in the first.
Yeah, doesn't like a front side sprint, like a little rat draw coming backside. Good job, good setup by them, and those are the effective things you could do if you throw the ball well. Like I said, you got to be able to keep those guys in the box, but obviously they're going to want to drop back and expand as you throw the ball effectively.
Double twins. They'll stay in the gun. Holstein looks far side. Throws. Almost intercepted. Oh.
I think that was Jason.
Jason Curtis stepped in front of that ball.
Jason Curtis,
Whew, he had
sophomore
6.
linebacker, 5'10", 170 pounds.
Good read by Jason.
Yep.
Well, I say 6. They got some very athletic guys. They might have run him down.
Yeah, well, even so, Kevin, those are the ones that you want to get 6. But even if you have to, just lay out, make the pick, get the offense the ball back, get it away from their guys, but a nice heads-up play, making a good break on the ball and getting to it.
Absolutely. Twins receivers near side, split top of the field. Holstein calls for the snap. It's high, and he's going to run it and get close to the first down. It was a high snap, but credit Holstein for making something out of nothing, and it's going to be now third down and probably a long yard.
Originally, I thought their running back kind of flinched in the backfield. He got his feet reset, and then obviously it was a bad snap. But a quarterback did a good job of recognizing it and just hitting it downhill.
3:37 and counting. We're in the first period. There's no score, but the Broncos are now driving, and they are in Patriot territory at the 39-yard line. And it's a third down and 2. They will hand it off to Thomas right up the middle, has the first down and more. And they're going to trip him up, and he's going to get it to the Patriot 26-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 Broncos now with 3:15 to go in the first.
Yeah, it looked like we were bringing a blitz from the bottom of the field from one of our nickelbacks. And, they ran it right up the gut. Gash just for another first down. Got the Fabachers watching us in Harahan. Buddy Garrett Wobble said he's in the Miami airport listening to us in the TSA line.
Nice. Twins near side, split top of the field. A little quick zip to Thomas. He goes to the left corner, has the corner. He's to the 15, he's to the 10, inside the 5, and they're going to knock him down at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal Broncos with 2:45 to go in the first.
He cut back inside. I don't know if that was a defensive lineman or a scraping linebacker. Did a good job of pounding the post out there. I think that was Ackle to the top and not allowing him to get outside. I don't know if that was Ackle or not. Is that 5 up top?
It is.
And did a good job, not letting them string it out, cutting it back inside. But
Had no support inside.
yep,
So first and goal, Broncos from the Patriot 4. Twins to the left, split near side. Now let's send a receiving motion near side. Could be quarterback keeper all the way, but
draw.
Horn is going to jump on him and ride him down for
Yep.
no gain. Good job by Horn by reading that.
got to get up in there and hit him in the face. Kevin he took us for a little ride there. Obviously,
Well, he's a big boy
strong,
now.
big, strong QB.
Yeah, he's 6'4". He's a little over 200 pounds. And he'll be going to Tuscaloosa. He's going to be an early graduate in December, and he'll be enrolled in University of Alabama in January. Trips near side, split top of the field. Turner lines up to the left of Holstein, takes the pass from center, looks near side. He's going to throw a fade, wide open, touchdown.
I don't know where we were, but we weren't even close, Kevin.
I can't see the number because he got pushed way out the end zone. Let me see who that is. Jalen Wright on the reception, so that puts the Broncos up 6-0 with
Good job by
1:46 to
them.
go in the first.
Good job by them seeing the matchup, taking advantage of it. They're going to line up here for the 2-point conversion, spread them out a little bit. Obviously, they don't have the numbers. They're going to call it up, kick the extra point.
Here's a snap. Place kick is no good. So a 1:43 to go in the first. It's the Broncos 6, the Patriots 0. It was a low line drive. It kind of looks like one of my tee shots sometimes on the golf course, but we'll take it.
Kevin, those are those precious points you talk about
Yep.
in a 4-quarter game that might come back and bite you, and hopefully we make them pay for that. But we have to take advantage of our opportunities on offense, defense, trying to hold as strong as possible. But gave up a couple big plays, and they kind of gashed us right up the middle on a few. So a good job by Zachary driving. But we got to keep some fresh legs inside there and rotate some guys in and out and continue to get in their face and push them back on defense. Good opportunity here for us to set up a nice kick return and give our offense the ball back with great field position.
Yeah, well, we had a good opening drive. Just didn't convert. But we got another opportunity here. So if we can, let's get a good return here. Deep for the Patriots is going to be Smith. Prout near side and Gable far side. Prout's going to field it again at the 12. Comes near side 15, 20. Has the whole sideline. He's to the
Got
30,
him.
35, and run out of bounds near the 37-yard line. So nice job there by Prout.
Yep. Good
And
job
Danny,
of recognizing it.
we haven't done that in a while. And that's sometimes some of our backs, they want to, dance around, try to make, plant your foot and just go up the sideline. You might get more yards than you think you can.
Well, not only that, Kevin, but if you're a superiorly fast guy like a Corey Wren, you could take it to the top of the field and outrun everybody. We haven't been like that in a while. So good job of Prout recognizing it. The guy got out his lane to the bottom of the field. We had a nice block there. Stick his back foot in the ground, get vertical. Nice field position once again.
Yep. First and 10 Patriots from their own 37-yard line. Ball near hash mark. Bruno, the quarterback, option to the right. Going to pitch it to Gabriel. Gets the block. Turns the corner. He's to the 40. 45, near the first down. He's massaged out of bounds. They're going to say the 45-yard line. Maybe he stepped out before he got hit.
Nice block again by the lead back, number 34, Aaron Johnson, getting out front, putting a nice hit on there. Safety coming up and run support. And we got second and short here.
Yeah, gain of 8, 2nd and 2. I was a little concerned with the rain that we had here. It is pretty substantial, but the turf, though, seemed to have dried pretty nice, and the ball is not wet. 2nd down 2, 1:27 to go in the quarter. Bruno checking off. Ball on the top of the field. He'll come near side. He hands it off to Gabriel. He'll have the first down. He gets it to the 49. It'll be 1st and 10 Patriots. Gain of 4.
Good job of Bruno on the fake. I almost thought he had the ball. Kept there. He faked me out a little bit, but a good job of us just knifing forward, picking up a first down. And right now we're playing a little bit of ball control football, running the clock a little bit. We got 1:15 left here in the first quarter. They are up 6-0, and you're listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Ball in the middle of the field. We'll go to the right. Smith is the quarterback, and he's going to get hit. No gain. That was a nice hit there by, let's see what that is. That's Colin Jackson. That's a free safety. That's the commit to LSU. And he's kind of like Grant Delpit. He can lay the lumber to you, and he did on that play. 2nd down, 10, Patriots.
He'll come up and hit you. And, Kevin, that's one of those things that we're talking about earlier, though. If he continues to come up and run support like that, we're going to try to make him play with the little play-action pass later. But, you know, we got to be able to convert.
They'll keep the ball in that right hash mark top of the field. Smith will stay at the quarterback. He's going to throw it far side. Oh, in and out of the hands of the receiver. That's Turner. Danny, he had the ball in his hands, and then as he put it down, it's like he just threw it down to the ground.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Got to be able to see the ball all the way into the tuck, Kevin. Look through that window, you know, and that's one of those things that we need to do more of, because that's how you pick up easy first downs. You convert, you know, you throw a nice little 7 to 8 yard completion, and it's 3rd and manageable. Instead, now it's 3rd and long again, and you know, your opportunities.
Missed opportunity. It's the 2nd one. Because he did a great job getting his man off him. He was running hard, and he planted it, came back to 8 yards, and
they're going to respect his speed for sure. But you know what? Got to wipe it, forget about it, play the next play.
Twins receivers near side, ball to hash mark, top of the field. We're going to do a screen far side, caught by Johnson. He's going to break a couple tackles, but they read it perfectly. It's a little slow developing play, which screens are, but their lineman read it perfectly. He crossed the 50 and got tackled at the 47-yard line of the Broncos, but we're going to have to punt it.
To be honest, Kevin, it looked like we had it set up nice. I think the lineman missed the first guy up. If he chips that first guy, I think we have a big play on our hands. But I like the play call, actually.
Do. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play, it's the Zachary Broncos 6, the John Curtis Christian Patriots 0.
Kevin, for that first quarter of play, I want to say thank you to a lot of our sponsors here. Our platinum sponsors are Lingle Driving Academy. They're teaching our youth to drive safely and responsibly. And, of course, Nike. Just do it. Those are our 2 platinum sponsors for this year, Lingle Driving Academy and Nike. So we appreciate the opportunity for all of our great sponsors. We have a lot more gold sponsors that we're going to mention later. And if you guys want to get involved in the John Curtis broadcast team, call Johnny Curtis at the office, 737-4621. That's 504-737-4621.
The scoring recap in that first quarter was only 1 score, and that was by the Broncos with 1:46 to go in the quarter. Holstein had a 4-yard touchdown pass to right. They missed the PAT, and then that capped off an 85-yard drive by the Broncos, aided by a penalty. The Patriots looked like they were going to get off the field on 3rd down. Unfortunately, had a hand to the face, and then the Broncos converted on the next play and just continued to drive all the way down. And they lead after 1 quarter play, 6-0.
Good, hard-fought ball game so far, Kevin. Both teams trading big punches, and we're going to see what we can do here in the second quarter. Kind of settle down, take a deep breath, get back, play amongst yourselves, within yourself, and get to it. Got to get some points on the board.
Alfonso, the opponent, Williams is going to stand back around the Bronco 15-yard line. Nice
punt. Go get it. Keep going.
Fair caught around the 13-yard line. Yep. So with 11:53 to go in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from their own 13. So Danny, this will be the 3rd possession for the Broncos, and they've had it deep in their territory. Credit them. They went 85 yards on the last drive for a touchdown, but the Patriots have had better field position, just haven't taken advantage of the opportunities.
Happy birthday, Miss Olivia.
That's right. Got to make it happen in a game like this, Kevin. Got to control the ball, no turnovers, good special teams play, and obviously the defense needs to be able to get their offense off the field. But our offense needs to do their job by matching points.
All right. the Broncos going now right to left. Twins top of the field, split near side. Williams, the running back. That's actually Thomas, I'm sorry. The running back takes a handoff from Holstein. No gain, 2nd down 10.
So what? Good job of our defensive line getting up, getting in their face, getting a good push. And nice job right there. Defensive lineman on the left side, Kevin. What's his number? Who is that?
95? That's Barnes.
Is that Barnes? Okay. Mm-hmm. Good job by Barnes and Justin Brooks getting in there with a nice push.
Yep. Little pistol formation here. Fake the handoff,
Play
throws a little
action.
slant, caught at the 30, and he breaks. Well, not break 2 tackles. Actually, he did break a couple tackles, and finally the
Strip
Patriots.
that ball. Get that ball out.
They blow the whistle. They couldn't get him to the ground. That's going to be Wisham, the junior receiver. Nice catch and run. And Danny, that's what we talked about at pregame. When they catch the ball, we have to tackle them. We can't afford to let them get the yak yards.
Yep.
After the fact.
100%. A good job of fake right there, sucking those linebackers up, throwing a little quick slant or quick post right behind them. Nice first down pickup.
1st and 10 Broncos from their own 38, and we jumped off sides. We'll give them a free 5 yards. Be 1st and 5. Hey.
Encroachment on the defense. Patriots penalized 5 yards.
That must be Big Boy. That just got is just able to play after an injury last year. You got to take a deep breath, ball key. That's simple football right there. Got to go get it, make it happen. You're going to get your opportunity again.
And Joe, the program we have is is not right. Holstein fires far side on 1st and 5. They're going to have the first down into Patriot territory at the 48-yard line. That's the number 17. That's Williams, senior receiver. So with 10:37 to go in the half, it's now 1st and 10 Broncos from the Patriot 48-yard line.
Joar checks back into the game. Here he's a junior defensive lineman, 6'4", 320 pounds, and hopefully he can make a difference up there.
Twins receivers top of the field, split near side. Holstein takes the pass from center, looks little screen to the top of the field of the receiver. Caught it, and he's going to get it to the 44-yard line. So a short gain, 4 yards. 2nd down 6.
Tell you what, he had a heck of a punch and push off the line. But, if they're smart, they're going to continue to dink and dunk. Kevin, get the ball out of their hands, let their athletes run with it a little bit, play action pass as well, run the ball right up the middle. They've been very effective on the offense so far. 10 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Twins near side. They do have a slot also to the left, split top of the field. Holstein's going to hand it off to the running back, crossing his face right up the middle. And he's gashing the Patriots secondary, breaking tackles all the way to the 16-yard line, 17-yard line. So, Danny, just in a handful of plays, they've gone from their 13 to the Patriot 16-yard line. 1st and 10 Broncos with 9:46 to go. That's Thomas, the running back. He's a shifty little running back, but, when you wrap him up, you got to bring him to the ground, and we're not doing that.
Yep, good job by their offensive line, opening up a big hole there and getting them right through it.
Under 10 minutes, 9:40 to be exact and counting. Broncos are driving. Holstein going to hand it off to Thomas again. This time he goes to the left, and he gets it to the 14-yard line. Saveda on the tackle. He wrapped him up and threw him down.
Savager's a junior linebacker, 5'11", 220 pounds. Nice-looking, stocky kid down there.
Gain of 3,
Stepping
2nd
up,
and 7.
Making the tackle.
9, 10 and counting. Yeah, the Patriots have to stop them here because the Broncos do get the ball to start the second half. So no matter what happens, whether they score or not, when we get the ball back, we're going to drive it and put some points on the board. Can't afford to go down 3 scores. Should that happen at the top of the third quarter. Fires the far side wide open to the 5, and Wright's going to score easily. He just ran a little hitch at the 5, if you will, caught it.
They have playmakers. Kevin,
put it in there. Oh, yeah.
Can't give them so much room, to be able to pick up those nice and short gains. That's the thing about just doing what you do effectively. You have to respect them deep. You have to respect them short. You got to be able to get after the quarterback. But if they're running effectively, you got to be able to step up and make the tackles. So, Zachary right now is just running their offense. They're doing what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're driving the football and putting points on the board. So right now, awaiting the extra point, it's 12-0 Zachary with 8:40 left here in the second quarter. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Snap, place, kick is up. And this one's good. So with 8:37 to go in the half, it's now the Broncos 13, the Patriots 0. Connigan kicked at PAT.
like what I'm seeing so far. You know what? Somebody's got to step up, and that's all I'll say. Somebody's got to step up, make a play, got to make a throw, got to make a catch, got to make a run, got to make a tackle.
Yep.
You know, come up with a big pick or a fumble, do something. Somebody's got to step up early so you can have a little bit of momentum heading into halftime.
Well, here's the opportunity. Let's get a nice return.
Yep.
Gabriel, the near side halfback. Smith is going to be the middle back, and then Prout will be the far side halfback.
And because you said that, Kevin, it doesn't have to come from an old guy.
No.
It could come from a young guy on special teams. You know, you mentioned it. The spark can come from anywhere, so somebody's got to step up and make a big play.
Conishan will kick it off right to left. And he might, no, it's not going to go out of bounds. They're going to field at the 14-yard line. That's Prout again. He's at the 20.
Good cut.
And he's be slung down to the 24-yard line. So with 8:31 to go in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 24.
Some big offensive linemen running back on the field. Big Bryce Godfrey out there. I got to figure out if it's Orion Duplessis or Orion Duplessis, 6'5", 310-pound junior.
Well, the Patriots need to put a drive together. Excuse me, get some points on the board here.
Got 8 minutes and 31 seconds to do it.
Yep. Twins near side, ball on the top of the field. We're going to throw a little hits, and they're going to blow the whistle. We had an opportunity.
I don't know if we're set or we're not set, but come on, guys.
Wait, do they have 12 guys on the field? Count the jerseys. Black ones. Because their coach said it looked like somebody's coming off.
Yep, they have 12.
Okay, so it
We'll take a
benefits the
free
Patriots.
5.
Yeah.
We'll take a free 5.
When they stopped it, I saw one of the coaches on the sideline kind of like, what are you doing?
I still don't like when we put the ball in the air and it gets blown dead, though. I want to see our guys with the ball in their hands being able to make something happen.
I'm with you.
We definitely get 5 on that one.
That's right. Move the ball to the 29-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 5. 8:28 to go in the half.
We talked about it in the car on the way up here, though.
Yeah.
You have to get to where you're taking advantage of your opportunity. Do it again, right
Same
here.
play, yep.
5 yards easy.
Turner
5
has it
yards
1st
easy.
and more.
Make it happen.
Sideline.
Yes,
and he's
sir.
Be thrown out of bounds in the Bronco territory at the 46-yard line. So nice job.
If they are lining up where they're lining up on defense continually, we got to take advantage of the opportunities throwing the football. That's what I like. We talked about it on the way up here. It could be certain simple little packages that you put in a game to be able to attack.
I agree.
And their safeties are doing a great job coming up, playing in run support. Then it puts you in a lot of one-on-one situations, either in twins or single receivers, to be able to try to do something in the air. And our quarterbacks can throw the ball.
Exactly. Well, speaking of the backup quarterback to receiver near side, ball near hash mark. Bruno is the quarterback, goes to the left, hands it off to Gabriel, breaks it up off the middle. It needs to be tackled at the 24-yard line. So nice job there by Gabriel to shot through the hole. And that's the one advantage by having some small running backs. They get behind them big linemen, and the linebackers can't see them. And the next thing you know, they gone.
Tough to see, and all of a sudden they're 15 yards down the field. Nice job. A really good job by us so far. And we're running some receivers in, running some guys off. Obviously, Coach Jeff and JT are drawing them up and calling the play calls, and it looks like we're going to be in a little bit of a okay, never mind.
They move the ball back to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 Patriots going left to right. Ball in the middle of the field will come near side. Bruno kept it, probably missed the give. I think Prout was surprised. He thought he had it, and next thing he turned around because he had about 4 yards before he turned around.
Yep, just got tripped up. Yeah, it was one of those ankle tackles.
No gain.
But good for us. It's still 2nd down here.
2nd and 10 Patriots from the Bronco 25, 7:28 and counting. We're in the second quarter, and the Broncos lead at 13-0. Twins for the top of the field. That's going to be Mitchell and Smith. Turner, Mitchell and Turner. Little hits far side. That's going to be Turner. Turns the corner.
Yes,
and
sir.
He's going to be run out of bounds.
Just keep doing it, Kevin.
Keep doing it. Let's call it the 18-yard line.
Picking up 6. Nice, easy 6, Kevin. That's a long handoff. Get the ball in their hands. Allow them to go run. Make a guy miss. Out there, if you make one guy miss, you're scoring.
Yep. Gordon, can you hear us down there? I know we had some technical issues earlier.
Still do.
Yep, maybe not. Blame it on the weather.
Blame it on the rain.
3rd and 4. Ball on that left hash mark. Too tight split near side. Smith is the quarterback. We're going to go left. It's a straight-up handoff. And I think he got the first down right at the sticks.
I think he did too.
Should be a gain of 4. Let's see where they mark it officially.
2 hands on it.
They're going to call it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. So with 7:04 to go in the half, Patriots get another set of downs.
Tackle number 96, Marcus Scott. First down, Patriots.
There you go.
And we haven't had a bad half, just missed opportunities.
Right,
And they've
exactly.
cashed in on theirs.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know, when you have those big play opportunities, like I said, you take your shots. You have to be over 50% on those shots. You know, I mean, of course, you want to be 100, but, you know, if you catch one out of the two, you know, you're scoring a touchdown.
Orion is the Zodiac sound. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Orion, thank you.
1st and 10. Left hash mark. We come near side. Smith. Oh, he missed the give. Gabriel's like, I'm scoring a touchdown. He was literally with the 5-yard line when he turned around.
Yeah, we get it.
2nd and 10.
Well, hey, at least he got back there, try to protect his QB.
But listen, it's easy for us to say because we're up here, but as a quarterback, you have a split second.
Oh,
Give
man.
or pit or,
Trust me, I miss plenty.
tough.
I miss plenty. Trust me.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. That's why you want to be inside, tight to the line of scrimmage, make it a little clearer, easier picture to see. But, like you mentioned, been there, done that.
Yep. And that's going to be enough right there. We'll have the official hydration break at the second quarter. So time on the field, 6 minutes to go and a half. It's the Broncos 13, the Patriots 0.
Kevin, for this stop in action, I want to say thank you to our gold sponsors. Let's read them out. ABC Fire and Burglar Alarm, Alternative Teas, National Temperature Control, Cajun Land Spices, Alario Brothers Marine, Chris's Fishing Charters, Bartholomew Law Offices, Garden of Memories Funeral Home, Proud Yogis Bears Walter and Bill Sanchez, and Chris, Bobby Seafood, Hot Rods Creole Seasoning. Got a gentleman going to meet with us at halftime. He knows a little bit about that.
Yeah, it'll be our first Parade of Champions interview series for the year. I'll introduce him when we get here, so we'll let you guys hang for a minute. Be a pleasant surprise for you guys. You haven't talked to this guy in a while. What you got?
This is exactly what you want to see from the Patriots. A nice sustained drive, methodically moving the ball, taking some time off of the clock so we don't necessarily have to hand them the ball back with a lot of time for their offense to work. Methodically move the ball, chop some of that clock off, and obviously finish with some pay dirt, 6 points on the board, hopefully 7. So nice sustained drive right here by the Patriots. Coaches are going to talk a little bit more about how we can be successful on this drive and send them in the huddle.
Yep. Here we go, 2nd down 10, 6 minutes to go and a half. Ball was in the middle of the field. Turner will split left.
Looks like
Mitchell split
Justin
near
Brooks
side.
at tight end.
Will come to the right, hands it off to Gabriel. He's fighting. That's Prout, and he's going to get inside the 5 near the 1. Let's see,
Nice
they mark
run.
it
Nice run.
at
First
the 1 and a
10.
half.
First and goal.
First
excuse
and
me.
goal. Good job by there by Prout.
Nice job by Prout. Justin Brooks did a good job coming down, making a big block. That's exactly what you want to see.
5:52 to go and a half.
Let that clock run.
Yep, put it at the 1 yard line. Gain of 17. Danny, that was just a straight up give. That must be the old baseball. I guess the coach saw what we saw. So, you know what? Give it to him.
Go get it.
Yep. First and goal from the 1. Too tight, split near side. Oh, the Bosco's there if he wants it. He got it. Touchdown.
Atta boy.
So at
That's the way to
5:32
do
to
it.
go and a half, the Patriots get on the board. It's now 13-6 with the PAT pending.
Nice job right there by the Patriots. Eating a little bit of clock. I'd like to have a lot more. It's 5:32 left here. But a good job of getting points on the board, get some momentum back before half. Obviously, the defense needs to get us the ball back. Kevin, that would be actually great if we can get a 3 and out, get our offense with some momentum, the ball back. We're going to line up here in the muddle huddle and go ahead and kick this extra point. But a good job of the quarterback switching it up, understanding what we're trying to do, running the ball right at him, getting the ball out of our hands, with giving the ball to the receivers, the playmakers, letting them get up the field and make something happen. So a nice job right there by the Patriots.
Snap, low, place is there, kick is up, and it is good. So at 5:29 to go and a half, it's now the Broncos 13, the Patriots 7.
There you go right there, Alfonso. Way to put those precious points on the board for us. And like I said before, that could pay huge dividends there in the fourth quarter. We need them.
Danny, we said they had to answer. They do. 8 plays, 76 yards in distance, 2 minutes and 59 seconds off the clock. Bruno with a 1 yard touchdown run. Alfonso's PAT makes it now Broncos 13, Patriots 7.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Hot Rods Creole. Locally owned and family operated with generational recipes for your cooking ease and enjoyment. Check out their award-winning jambalaya, gumbo, and barbecue sauces. Don't forget the premium garlic butter seasonings, fish fry, and seafood boil mixes, and everything that they offer. You can check it out at your local grocery store or online at www.hotrodskreole.com. Hot Rods Creole, the only way to Creole.
Yeah, some good stuff, man. The barbecue sauce and that garlic butter.
I put that garlic butter last night on some amberjack and some grouper. Fantastic.
Williams is deep. Alfonso kicks it.
Good kick. Good kick.
Williams going to field it at the 2-yard line. 15, 20, 25.
Squeeze
Breaks
it.
the tackle. Oh, my goodness. And it's a foot race. He gone. 97 yards to the house. And, Danny, that's not what we needed. Our coverage has not been good in recent years. And that's the last thing we needed to have after a nice 76-yard drive. The Broncos answered with a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
Well, talked about it in pregame. Ball control, turnover ratio, and special teams. You allow points on special teams in a big game. That's not how you win. Good job of Zachary seeing it, hitting it full speed. And, they gained the momentum right back after a nice drive by the Patriots.
Well, you know what to do?
Go score again.
Do it again.
Yep. The good thing is now we have another 5:16 left here on the clock, and Patriots can easily do something with it with all that time.
Absolutely. Well, we were talking about, on the way up here, there are skill people that, if you're going to kick it like that, we got to make sure we make the tackles. If not, just kick it out of bounds, get them at the 35-yard line because, as you see, these guys are track guys. I mean, 97 yards, he might have been barely touched. Little hole up the middle, credit them. They put their hats on our hats, and Mr. Turner can pick him up and put him down faster than most people in the state, and he showed it. So we got our second sideline warning, so I guess the flag will be on the kickoff.
Yeah,
They'll enforce it, so all right, whatever there.
Got my good buddy, Maddox Bodie,
Hey.
listening to us live back there in Harahan. Appreciate you, my good man.
Here's the PT. Snap, place, kick is up, and it is good. So at 5:14 to go in the half, it's now the Broncos 20, the Patriots 7.
Whew, that's momentum can change that fast, Kevin. That's why if you're in on special teams, big plays happen. You got to be on your P's and Q's, tips and reminders, everything. You got to understand what you're trying to do. Do not get out of your lanes. Run down there with your hair on fire. And obviously he did a good job of hitting it with a full head of steam, full speed, and making it happen.
He made that look easy, too.
Yep, the momentum is back with them. So, offense, let me pose a question. What are you going to do?
Yeah, well, how about this? The return team, let's get a nice kickoff return and secure the ball, and let's drop it down the field again and put 6 more on the board.
Hey, why don't we just do a nice kick return? Sounds good to you, huh?
Why not?
Yeah. Let's go, Big Blue.
Well, as we know, we talk about in big games, obviously, turnovers, limit your mistakes, but, the third part of the equation is special teams. Take advantage of, block the extra point, make the extra points, your field goals, kickoffs, hold them inside the 20, return, score. But that's a big penalty because, look, now it's at the 45-yard line of the Patriots, so they may even try either an onside kick or there's a kick in the end zone, so we might not have an opportunity to get a nice return, but we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do an onside kick just because if they miss it, we have so much time on the clock with great field position. I think he's going to try to put it through the uprights.
That's possible.
Oh,
look at that. He did do the onside kick, see?
Not good.
But he doesn't go but 5 yards, so in all sides. Why not, man? I mean, you're up 2 touchdowns. They could steal possession from us.
Try to get a break, I guess.
Yeah, that's a perfect opportunity to do it.
Offsides, and, I don't like that call. If you're offsides and you kick it out of bounds, there ought to be no re-kick.
And I only suggested that because I was look at our position. We got 1, 2, 3, 5 guys. They had too many numbers near side.
Right.
So they had the advantage. Fortunately for us, they just didn't execute well. So we'll do it again. Now he's hammered out the end zone. So Patriots get at the 20-yard line with 5:12 to go in the half. They'll have to go 80 yards. But we got to do this, Danny. preferably get points, but we have to take a lot of time off the clock because the Broncos do get the ball at the second half. So the last thing we want to do is a 3 and out, give them the ball with time, for an opportunity to score,
Yeah.
and then they get the ball at the end, and now we're in a bigger hole.
100%. You have to capture the momentum here on this drive. Drive at 80, put some points on the board, leave them no time left on the clock, and capitalize. Get in there with your coaches at halftime, get coached up.
Bruno's the quarterback, and it's a flag on the play. Another sideline warning us? Who are they calling on?
I'm not sure. Dude, we can't have this.
Whoever that side judge is, but the thing is, the side judge is at the 20. Our coaches aren't even close to him.
Right.
So I don't know. That's the third time tonight.
Sideline warning again. Come on, guys. Let's clean this up. What's going on here?
Moves it back to the 15.
This is when you need a good get-back coach, right, Kev?
Absolutely.
Come on, Gordon. Get him in line.
But you know what? We have a lot of that every year, every week, so maybe a stun gun might be good. Hit him with a cattle prod.
Yep.
5:08 to go in the half. Ball in the middle of the field. Option near side Prout, and he's in trouble.
Nope.
Got the pitch, lost 5. So in
Yep.
basically 2 plays, we've gone back 10 yards on the penalty, and then now tackle for loss.
Yeah, that was 1-on-2 right there.
Yeah.
That's tough to make happen.
Yikes.
All right, let me diagnose
Now, loss
this
of 4,
defense
so they
here.
move back to 11. So it'll be second down and 19.
Running 3 guys off, 3 guys on. Let's see where they are defensively.
4:39 and counting. Ball on a near hash mark. Smith comes in at quarterback now. We'll do option top of the field. He's going to keep it, ducks inside. Has quite a few yards, and he might have
There
the
you go.
first down.
Come
He's at
on.
the 25.
Turn up. Yes,
and
sir.
he gets it to the 30.
Nice
And
job.
that's where we needed to get. He got right at the sticks.
Good.
Great job there by Smith.
Momentarily, the clock stops.
Gain of 19.
Good job by Smith, understanding where he's got to get, running tough and hard, getting it out there and getting us the first down that we needed. That was
Right at the sticks.
That was third and a long way, Kevin, and he did it. Nice job by him.
Yep, perfect read, ducked it inside, and he just found some holes in the defense, kept running, kept his balance. Good job. Ball near hash mark, first and 10. Bruno, quarterback, pitches it to Prout, turns the corner, gets it to the 35, and needs to be tackled at the, 37-yard line, gain of 7.
I'm not sure whether running back turned back inside unless he missed his assignment, but it looked like he continued outside. We would have picked up that next block and maybe had something a little bit more cooking here, but a good job picking up some nice positive yardage, and the Patriots are driving.
Yep, second down 3. Ball on that left hash mark, top of the field, will come near side. And good job by
Blew it up.
the quarterback. That's what the defensive lineman blew it up, but the quarterback fell forward,
Right at the sticks.
got the first down at the 40-yard line.
Good job by him.
Gain of 3. It looked like a loss of maybe 1.
Yeah, pulled the ball at the last
Yeah.
second and just kind of and for you young guys out there, listen, sometimes the play isn't always going to be the best. Sometimes you just have to forget about it, knife forward, get everything that you can get, and that's what he did right there. And guess what? He picked up a first down.
Yep, first and 10 Patriots from their own 40, 3:20 and counting in the half. Ball on the left hash mark, 2 tight ends split near side. We come near side. Smith hands it off. And he's going to get it to the 43. That'll be a gain of 3. I believe that's Gabriel on the
Yep.
carry.
2 minutes and 57 seconds and counting here in the second quarter. Patriots are down 20-7. You're listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. We're driving. A second down and very manageable here. And they got to make something happen.
Yep. They'll keep the ball in that left hash mark.
We got it out here, Kevin. Like to see us with a matchup do something.
Smith throws it
There you
far
go.
side. Receiver was open at the sticks, slipped down, incomplete. So now it's be third down and 7.
Kevin.
Yep.
Things like that, Kevin, have to be 90%.
Yeah.
Those are not 1 out of every 2. Short passes like
Yeah.
that we've missed, I think 2 or 3 tonight.
Yeah.
Those have to be 90% plays. Those are
That's-
long handoffs.
Yeah.
You see it, softest coverage, shortest throw. You got to get the ball out of your hands. Nice, easy completion, pick up first downs. Got to take advantage of those opportunities.
Those are low-hanging fruit plays there. 2:31 to go in the half. Third and 7 from the Patriot 43-yard line. option near side. And that's going to be Smith, and he's going to lose yards back to the 40-yard line. That's their All-State.
Yep. Good job tracking it inside out.
Jackson.
We didn't stand a chance again. It almost looks like because they have such great support from their safeties, it's like 1-on-2 for our running backs. You know, the running backs are trying to come back inside and wrap in on somebody, and outside, you know, our receivers have to do a good job of blocking, and they're getting off of those blocks, and, you know, running back doesn't have a chance.
Yep. Broncos called timeout, so 2:11 to go in the half. Timeout charge to the Broncos. It's the Broncos 20, the Patriots 7. Yeah, Danny, you know, we talked about that in pregame. You know, he's committed to LSU for a reason. He does a great job in run support, and obviously on the critical third down play, read it perfectly and tackled us for a 3-yard loss. Excuse me. Now it's 4th and 10.
Yeah, but if you continue to see it, Kevin, that's the opportunities. And you know what? Don't be surprised. I know what I'm thinking here. I'm not going to say it, but you know, we got to have something drawn up to where we can make them pay on that.
Alfonso to punt it. Williams to receive. He's going to stand at the Bronco 30. Nice snap. Oh, he almost blocked it, but great job by Alfonso by not kicking it. Ball's going to get a nice roll.
Go get the ball.
And it's going to be down at the 15-yard line. Danny, that was a block all the way.
Jaden,
and he put on the brakes and didn't punt it, and the blocker ran right through the play.
Got another flag over there by our sidelines, Kevin. I'm not.
Wow.
If it's a sideline deal, Kevin, we're going to have a big problem here.
Yeah.
But what a great job by Jaden Alfonso of just recognizing it. That guy was free and clear. One of our
nobody touched him.
One of our backs just didn't peel and go get that guy.
That was going to be a block all the way.
Yeah, 100% they had it.
Yeah. Coach Burtman would say this in baseball, HAW, how to win awareness. And that right there is a how to win awareness play, being aware of your situation, and he was able to pull the ball and not get a block and get a nice punt.
Here's a great spiral.
Holding on the Broncos.
After the punt, during the punt, first down.
So it was down at the 15, so let's see where would they spot it now.
7.5.
Should be.
Or was it on the 17?
17 is what they officially marked it.
We'll do the 8.5. That's fine with me. Or he's going
to the 9.
Yeah, about the 8.5 there. There you go.
Let's call it the 9. So with 2 minutes to go in the half, it'd be 1st and 10. Broncos from their own 9. Gordon, you have anything? Nope.
All right.
That's Robbie deacon us up here.
Robbie's getting a little crowd mic. There you go.
There we go. Got the ambiance.
Now we don't feel alone up here.
There we go. Ball near hash mark. Trips top of the field, split near side. Holstein takes the pass from center, and he's going to keep it and go down.
Sir.
Good job by Drake.
Nice work.
Sacks him back to the 5-yard line.
How many timeouts do we have?
We have 3.
No. Well, we might call timeout after this next.
1:45 and counting. Good job there by Drake. Reading his key and staying at home.
Stay home.
Now, the defensive backs cannot get too careless here. Keep everybody in front of you because Lord knows that Holstein can chunk it into West Feliciana Parish.
Come on, Justin Brooks. Let me see something out of you, big boy. Let's go. Get up in there.
Holstein's going to hand it off to
There you go. Way to stay strong in
Thomas.
the middle.
And he's going to get it back to the 8-yard line. So not quite the original line of scrimmage. A 110. Did we score a touchdown? No. It was like the defensive back, they took the ball off his hands, but I think the ball was already blown dead.
Yeah.
Which is the right call.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't even see it. I know we got to call it.
It was one of those situations where the back never went down, and we kept fighting for the ball, but the whistle was blown, and he took it in the end zone.
That's your job.
Yeah.
Go get the ball.
No, right.
You know, your guys holding them up. You want to start raking at the football and do something. They're going to give us the timeout. I think that's our timeout.
Yeah, so there's a timeout on the field, 109 to go in the half. So timeout charge to the Patriots, but it's the Broncos 20, the Patriots 7.
Kevin, and the good thing about this being so deep in their territory, you know, push them back, and they're going to have to be in a tight punt
Right.
situation where they're either going to have to get the ball out quickly or you have an opportunity for a big block, scoop and score. So a lot of things in this scenario here with inside of 2 minutes, a minute and 9 seconds left here. Patriots are down 20-7, and Patriots defense has done a good job for the last couple plays, and we're going to be ready to roll, trying to get our offense the ball back once again. Kevin, looks like they got some rough clouds that have kind of rolled in a little bit. Obviously the sun's going down, but looks like it might be moving into us. Hopefully there's no rain coming. But it, like we mentioned before, it rained before the ball game for a while, and then straightened up. And so far, it's been a nice afternoon, nice night.
It could rain all at once. I'm in the cozy confine of the press box here
Yeah,
at the
you're right.
Bronco Corral. 3rd down and 10. Holstein, quarterback keeper all the way.
Draw. Now go.
We
Now
got
go.
him.
Yes, sir.
No gain. So we'll call timeout. So with 1:02 to go, make it 1:01. So they're not taking the timeouts off the scoreboard. I believe that might have been our last one. So, but that was the Broncos are playing it safe all the way. That was a quarterback draw all the way.
Yep. Yeah, they don't want to do anything silly. And like we mentioned, they just want to try to get the ball up the field a little bit, not have to do the tight punt. Don't really want to punt out of the end zone, even though they're still going to be there. But, that's a tough situation there. So we're going to force the punt here. Maybe a big return opportunity here for the Patriots with a minute left, 1:01 left here on the scoreboard.
And you guys hang tight. At halftime, we'll have our first Parade of Champions interview series this year. It'll be a nice special guest. Pretty recent graduate of John Curtis Christian School.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just say this is the current athlete in college, but not in football.
Uh-oh. They're going to guess it?
So I'm going to leave that little teaser.
Ooh. You're killing me.
All right, so Prout's going to stand at the Bronco 45. Punter's in the end zone. There's a snap. Nice kick.
All right, here we go.
Prout from
Let's
the
go.
47. Can he get to
Yes,
the left?
sir.
Has
Yes,
a little
sir.
return.
Yes, sir.
He's to the 40.
Yes, sir.
He's to the 35.
Yes, sir.
30. Going to the far sideline. He's to the 20.
Go. Yes.
Nice collision at the 16-yard line, but the Patriots are set up perfectly with 46 seconds to go. I didn't see who made a tackle, but I tell you what, they
Nice collision.
creamed him in the face. It was a nice
sir.
hit. But I tell you what, Prout held on to it, and it's 1st and 10 deep in Bronco territory with 46 seconds to go in the half.
But also a good job of Prout not running out of bounds, trying to finish off the run. I like that from a little back.
At the 16.
Saying, you know what, we're going to get up in there. I'm going to try to fight for an extra yard or so. And nice job by him. We have 46 seconds left. We're going to get the ball on the 16-yard line.
Love the return from the 47 to the 16. Beautiful return there by Prout. Ball's on the left hash mark, top of the field. Bruno is the quarterback. Draw. Gabriel steps up in the 5. He's a score! So with 39 seconds to go in the half, the Patriots add 6. And it's now 20-13 with the PAT pending.
Kevin, I don't know if you saw it, but down here at the bottom of the field, the cornerback literally sprinted in. I don't know if he thought he saw something or they're telling him to do that when maybe one of our quarterbacks are out here wide. But he took off running down, but I didn't see it. Nice draw play right up the middle, making it happen. 6 points.
Patriots line up for the PAT with a swinging gate. That's what we talked about earlier, the special teams, nice returns, and that's what set up the score. Snap, plays, kick is up, and it's good. So with 36 seconds to go in the half, it's now the Broncos 20 to Patriots 14.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to our family's company, River Parish Disposal. For almost 40 years now, we've been picking up your commercial garbage in the greater New Orleans area. Give me a call, Danny Wimprine at the office, 504-738-7700. Like we've always said, our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Danny, that scoring drive was a one-play, 16-yard distance, 7 seconds off the clock. Gabriel with a 16-yard touchdown run. Alfonso's PT makes it now 20-14 Patriots, but it was all set up with Prout's long return. from the 47 to the 16-yard line. That set that up. That was beautiful.
Well, what I like to see, Kevin, is the resiliency. You know, the never quit, stay at it attitude. You know, we're never out of it. You're down by 2 touchdowns.
Well, that's the Patriot way.
Yeah, continuing to fight, continuing to punch, continuing to scratch, do it. Special teams coming up big with a nice return, like you mentioned, punching it in the end zone. You know, unfortunately, we still got 36 seconds left.
And we got to kick it off.
Yep. That's true.
Hey, you know what? Kick that bad boy out of bounds.
Yes, sir.
36 seconds to go in the half. Tell you what, you know, this is, like I said, one of the marquee games around the state. You know, hopefully we have a lot of fans from other schools listen to us. Hope you've been enjoying the broadcast. I mean, it's the number 1 ranked Zachary Broncos versus the unranked John Curtis Christian Patriots, but basically 2 heavyweights just slugging, hitting each other in the face, and it's going to be who's standing up last.
Yeah. What a great matchup it is.
A wobbly kick, far
Come
side,
on.
field at the
there.
26. And that's going to be Wisham. And we're going to run him out of bounds. So nice job there by the cover team that time. And there's a late flag with 31 seconds to go, so I don't know what happened.
I guess they slung him out of bounds too late. You know, if you get a guy and you're running him out of bounds, you can't finish him off.
Right.
Once he goes out of bounds, you got to just hold him up, let him get back to his sidelines. That is exactly what you don't need late in the second quarter for something silly like that to pay with a QB and an offense like this.
Yep, so if we ran him out of bounds at the 28-yard line, they'll add 15 yards. And with a guy like Holstein, like I said, who could throw it into West Feliciana Parish from here, that's not an opportunity we want to give them because they do have 2 timeouts left. Well, like I said last drive, how to win awareness, that's not what you do. That's the opposite.
Yep.
You know, you got to have self-control. And look, that's a big penalty. So move it to the Bronco 41-yard line.
And you got some young guys in on special teams. You got to learn.
Yeah.
You got to do better. And it could have been an old guy. I don't know. I couldn't see it from here exactly who it was from that far sideline. But yeah, can't give them easy yards.
Yep, double twins. Holstein out of shotgun, takes the pass from center, looks far side, throws a bullet complete. Oh, thank goodness he had it right in his hands at the 45-yard line of the Patriots, and he dropped it.
Yeah, that was a rip too, Kevin. That dude ripped that one.
Fortunately, the Broncos have a missed opportunity. And Danny, he caught that. I'm not saying he would have scored. He probably could have had another 5 to 10 more yards after the catch.
That was a 20-yard completion right there if he catches it.
I tell you, we haven't had a chance to talk about it, but that's a nice zip.
Yeah.
He's got a nice arm on him.
Yeah, he does. He does. He ripped that thing in there. You know,
he's not a 5-star recruit for nothing. Going to Alabama. So trips near side, split top of the field. Holstein throws a little swing pass near side, has the numbers.
There you go.
And we're going to tackle him at the 49-yard line.
Blow the whistle. Yep.
And we can't do that. We almost had a flag there. One of our players there is late. That's another knucklehead penalty on us. Basically, one of our guys was engaged with a blocker after the play, and he picked up the Bronco and threw him on the ground on their sideline in front of the official. So that's going to be another 15 yards.
That's Anthony Smith. That's a linebacker, 5'10",
so
210
30 yards in
sophomore.
penalties here.
I bet you he goes out the game. There he goes. And I bet you he learns about that one in the film room tomorrow. That stuff will get you beat, Kevin.
15 more yards. So now they're going to move it to the Patriot 36 with 17 seconds. And the Broncos still have 2 timeouts. So they can call whatever play they want. Throw it in the middle of the field.
Yep. A lot of time when you got an offense like this. Put the ball in the air, make you pay.
Had the momentum in this drive, though it's not over. We're not helping ourselves here. Trips top of the field, split near side. Holstein drops back to pass, steps up in the pocket, has a lot of room. He's going to come near side. He's to the 30, 25, and runs out of bounds around the 24-yard line with 10 seconds to go.
Good job by him. Surveying the field, checking it downfield, picking up a first down, stepping out of bounds. Nice job by him. Good player.
Well, he can easily get it to the end zone from here.
Oh, yeah.
So do you try to get an end zone or do maybe a little shorter pass and then one more play to the end zone?
I mean, they have 2 timeouts left. I think you have the entire field to work right here. 25 yards, 35 yards, with the end zone to work. I think you can do either or. Got plenty of time.
Double twins. Holstein, takes the pass from center. And he's going to step up in the play. Breaks a couple tackles. He's to the 15. He's to the 10. And he's to the 4-yard line. And that's it. Halftime.
That's it. Call it.
Woo!
Call it.
We got lucky on that play. He ran out of time, and the Patriots got him at the 4-yard line.
They better be calling it halftime and not that we had extra time to be able to call it.
The Patriots ran off the field. It's
No
halftime. Got to be halftime. He was already down.
Yeah.
The officials what are the officials doing?
Ooh, about to say.
All I can know is the Patriots in the north end zone, and then Zachary's. That's it. It's halftime. So after one half of play, it's the Zachary Broncos 20, the John Curtis Christian Patriots 14.
Had me biting my nails with 1 second left. Tell you what, for that first half of action, I want to say thank you to our good buddy, Bobby Seafood, Ryan Estes. I ate over there today for lunch. Bobby Seafood, family-owned and operated restaurant at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge. They were established in September 1978 and are celebrating 44 years in business. Bobby Seafood offers daily lunch specials and fresh prepared food, hot delicious po' boys, and hot boiled seafood. During crawfish season, Bobby Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 504-738-2104 to place your lunch orders and to book your crawfish boils. Bobby Seafood, 504-738-2104, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriots football.
All right, scoring recap, and then we'll do our interview at Parade of Champions interview series. So the Broncos got on the board first with 1:46 to go in the first quarter. Holstein had a 4-yard touchdown pass to right. They missed a PAT, and that put the Broncos up 6-0, and that's how the first quarter ended. Then with 8:40 to go in the half, Holstein had another touchdown pass to right, this time from 17 yards. Conishan added the PAT, making it 13-0. But the Patriots got on the board shortly afterwards after an 8-play drive, 76 yards in distance, going 2:59 off the clock. Bruno had a 1-yard touchdown run. Alfonso's PAT made it Broncos 13, Patriots 7. But then in the ensuing kickoff, the Broncos ran it right back. Williams, 97 yards for the touchdown. Conishan made the PAT. That put the Broncos up 20-7. Then after the Patriots held the Broncos, Prout, couldn't think of his name, had a nice 30-yard punt return to the 16-yard line with 39 seconds. And in a one-play drive, Gabriel took the next handoff, took it in from 16 yards. Alfonso made the PAT, and that put it up. The Broncos now closed the score to 20-14. But then, with 36 seconds, the defense made it interesting, giving the Broncos 15 yards in penalties, unforced errors, if you will. And with 10 seconds left, Holstein thought he can run 30 yards. He got down to the 4-yard line. The Broncos thought he was down with first down with 1 second left. Coach JT hurried the boys off the field quickly to the north end zone, and the referee said, nope, halftime. So that's where we are. Broncos 20, Patriots 14. Your thoughts on the first half?
Well, not a bad first half, Kevin. We did a good job, I think, as the game went on, capturing some momentum back. And honestly, I think we're pretty undisciplined at times. You can't have those costly penalties. They could come back to bite you. To be honest with you, I think they had their opportunity to get down there and score. Obviously, defense didn't let them, but you can't give them easier opportunities when you're playing a heck of a football team. But special teams is coming up. We're making our plays here and there, offense, defense, special teams, doing what we have to do. We're in a very tight ball game, so we got to get down there, open it up, get on that marker board, open the line of communications up like we talk about, the coaches getting down there, understanding where we are, what we're trying to get done, some blocking schemes, some things that we can combat against their defense, maybe a play-action pass that we see open from up here, things of that nature. What can we do on defense, trying to get a little bit more into the quarterback's face and disrupt him a little bit. So, a lot of things can happen, but not too bad. I'd just like to see us a little bit more disciplined in this third and fourth quarter.
I agree. What a huge stop, because guess what? The Broncos
fantastic
get the ball at the halftime. Can you imagine them scoring right there and then get the ball back? So though we're down 6, it's a 0-0 ball game to me, because that coaches are making halftime adjustments.
Well, and because of the stop, like you said, even though they got down there and they were close, you feel like you captured some momentum.
It's a win.
Right before half. It is a little bit of a win,
Yep.
and you go there, have to give them the ball back, but I think it charges the defense up a little bit more, be able to get down there, get coached up, and be ready to rock and roll in the second half.
Well, this is our 12th year doing the broadcast, and in the middle of that first year in 2011, Coach JT Curtis won his 500th ball game against Clark, and basically that broadcast was just nothing but an interview of the ghosts of Patriots past, and it was such a success. Since that year, sometimes we coordinated ahead of time, or sometimes at a game, home or road, we might see a fellow Patriot that's in the stands was like, hey, come talk to us and stuff. And,
Yes,
and everybody's been, very receptive, and it's been a great little tradition that we've started. So we call it our Parade of Champions interview series. And tonight, what an awesome opportunity. Fellow Patriot, recent grad. I've been teasing the broadcast all he did play football his senior year, but he's more of a baseball player. Gatorade Player of the Year, current LSU baseball player and captain, number 24, Cade Beloso.
My man.
How are you, buddy?
Good. How are y'all?
Hey, our guests just get better and better, right?
Thank you guys for having me.
Oh,
sir.
man. See, we heard you. We got here early, and then through friends and connections, we went to the firehouse, and community relations between the Patriots and the Bronco fans and stuff, and they were cooking for the stadium, but they're also cooking a 15-gallon pot of jambalaya for the Patriots to eat. And it was through the connections there. It's like, hey, they got some baseball players coming up here. And I'm thinking like Zachary players.
Right.
One of them is your boys. I'm like,
Yeah.
who's that? He said, Cade Beloso. I'm like, oh, we know Cade. I said, his dad's our post-game sponsor. We go way back, man. So I'm glad I got a chance to see you and get you up here. So basically, what we just do, this casual interview here, just tell our listeners what years you attended John Curtis and what events, sports, or clubs did you participate in?
2017, 2018. I think it was 2018 grad. Baseball and football. I did some stuff with Miss Bookvault. I forgot. I'm sorry, Miss B. I forgot the name of what the club was called, but I did some stuff for sure.
There you go.
FCA with Beeve. That was really, really fun. I remember being in a school play. Yeah, I remember that.
Singing.
So I think it was called like stuff like that.
I hear you. All right, so you graduate from John Curtis and you go to LSU. You play in baseball, have a phenomenal freshman year. And then really at the time you were the third player, but I believe last year as a freshman, Trey Morgan is now the fourth freshman to hit double-digit home runs, 10 or more home runs. But you were the third to do it. I mean, that's incredible. Consider the history of LSU baseball.
Right, yeah. And I
all the
thought
hitters
the
that
list
come
would be
through.
way longer than that. I was like, all right, this is like pretty cool because like you think of all the good players that come through LSU, obviously, like especially back in the 90s when they were popping them out like left and right. So
well, we asked our football player, though you play football, but those who go on and play collegiately, the difference in the high school game and the college football game, the speed of the game.
right.
In baseball, what was the difference between high school prep football, baseball, and now collegiate baseball in the SEC?
I mean, like right away you can just tell how much better the pitching is. Like, I mean, you'll face a good pitcher probably like once, especially in the Catholic League. Like, I was blessed to play in a really, really good league.
Yeah.
But you face a good pitcher like once every week, once every other week or so. But like when you're like, especially like LSU and like the SEC and like big Power 5, like you're facing a really, really good pitcher every day. So like you got to bring your A game every day or you're gonna get beat. So
Absolutely.
that's the big difference. It's all about slowing the game down. To be honest. Yeah.
What's the best pitcher you faced so far, you think, in your career?
I mean, my freshman year, we just there's like first round picks left and right like every Friday night. But I remember facing this dude named Asalasi from Texas A&M, and he was a 6 overall pick, and he like 3 hit us through 7 innings.
Wow.
This guy, he was like this big lefty, like 97, 98.
Real
Like,
deal.
wow. Yeah, real deal.
Bringing the juice.
Yeah.
Some stuff you don't see in New Orleans too.
Right,
often.
yeah, that's right.
I'm telling you, I'm watching you your freshman year, you have the home runs, Super Eagles, Florida State, worked out where they upset Georgia. Now they're playing in our backyard, right? It's an elimination game, classic. And I used to go to the box, the old box, the box magic. You probably heard about it and stuff. And LSU's down, and you get that one clutch hit in the last inning and stuff. Here we are, the Tigers are coming back. Cade's up there, and I just had a feeling. I told my boys to watch. Here's this. Cade's going to be part of that Tiger history. He's going to hit one, right? And he hits on a sweet spot of the bat. But the old box is a little different from the new box. Still some magic, not as much as the old box. And the wind just kind of died, and he hit it to like the right center field gap. And everybody thought it was out here. I mean, thought it was a home run. And I'll be darned, it doesn't get out. And I'm like, oh my God.
I know exactly what you were talking about too. I think it was just like
hit it so good.
Mike Martin just pushed that ball back in. I was like, I know what it feels like to get one, and like I fully got that ball.
I'm telling you,
exactly what
he
you're
hit it
talking
on a sweet spot. It was a full pull. I'm like, oh my God. Here's a friend of mine that's asking to be part of LSU history, and it didn't go out. But it was a clip. Fontenot pitched his tail off, had a chance to win it, and then did, and it is what it is. But
that was a crazy series.
Not really big, with this COVID deal, and you get the extra year. But for you, thank goodness.
Right.
Unfortunately, you had an unfortunate untimely injury before this really since the season was starting.
Right.
But now it allows you to come back this year. So talk about what Coach Johnson did with getting the new replacements and possibly a trip to Omaha this year. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, I would go out on a limb and say this is the best team I've ever been around. I've been on some good ones. I've been blessed to be on 4 really good teams, but this 5th go around is going to be something special.
Awesome.
I mean, we got all the right pieces, forming together, and it's cool just seeing the guys out there, starting to gel together, and fall practice really hasn't even started yet, but you're kind of seeing what everybody can do. And, you know, got great assistants. You know, I think the best coaches in the country. You know, obviously we have like the best fans, but you know, it's really starting to gel together. And I think like they might even have to build another intimidator for Coach Jay. You know, he's going to do special things for this program. So
How you doing with the rehab and your leg?
good. Yeah, I have about a month and a half left to rehab. You know, it's been kind of challenging. You know, just mentally, just going through it every day. But you know, just got to kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. So just been trying to get after it and get back on the field and stay healthy. So
Keep on pressing, brother. What are some of the things that you learned at Curtis over a couple years there that are kind of paying dividends for you now?
right, yeah, I'm just like looking out on the field and like, you know, just like seeing some coaches kind of get in some players' faces and like yelling at them. And, like that's just stuff that teaches you about life. Is like, especially the game of football, like you're gonna get knocked down. I mean, pretty much every play you're gonna get hit in the mouth. You know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna respond or you're gonna cry about it. So, you know, just Coach JT's the man, and I can't wait to go talk to him after the game. I'm super excited about that. But you know, it just teaches you so much about life. You know, just like how to face life head on. You know, how to be a good man, how to be a good Christian man. So.
You gonna get married in January?
Oh, we're gonna push it back to November. Yes, sir.
Push back to okay. Okay, 'cause
Smart man.
well,
Next November.
I found out because I tailgated with his dad. We cooked for the Walleye Pond Classic, and he told me, "Oh, Kay got engaged." Like, that's awesome. When, it'd be in January. And we thought there was a chance he might be able to play.
Right.
He hadn't really officially made a decision to not play at the time.
Yeah, I mean,
I was the season.
I was
so.
going through a lot, like mentally. I was like, do I want to go through this whole process? Like, I mean, and then just kind of being away from the game for as long as I was, like, I was just like, nah, I can't go out like that. Like,
well,
it's just
let me because I know you, not just because you're a Patriot, but I know you as well, and I know how hard you work to get in ready for last year. You're a captain, and to have such an unfortunate, untimely injury. You know, I was texting that night your dad. I was like, oh my goodness. I felt so bad for him that he lost his year. It would have been a senior year, if you will. But now, show you how God's taking care of you. He's going to give you one more year. So, you know, obviously you got to take advantage of the opportunity.
Absolutely.
But I hope you just tear it up this year, man.
Yeah, I hope that too. But I hope we just, you know, win a national championship. That's the main reason I came back. Like, that's literally the only goal I have in mind. So just doing that.
Going to be a good group, like you mentioned. But, take it from us old guys. When you have the opportunity to do it, you do it as long as you can.
I'm just, like, looking out on the field. I'm like, dude, I miss football so much.
How much would you give to be back out there, right?
Yeah.
I know we would. And you know, you come to that point in your life where you say, you know what, do I want to go introduce myself to the real world? Nah, don't do it yet.
Yeah,
do it as long as you can.
We were doing, like, a team building exercise a couple weeks ago, and our Coach Jay asked me to, like, talk to, like, he's like, just if you could tell yourself something 4 years ago, what would you say? And like, I thought about it overnight, stuff like that, and really just tell myself how much time flies. You know? Like, I remember yesterday, like, playing Catholic in the state championship for baseball and football.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, and just 5 years later, like, I'm about to be done with college. Like, just appreciate every moment you're in. So it's crazy.
That's
how
right.
Fast time flies.
Real quick, with it's your collegiate athlete, now this new NIL situation. Right. Have you benefited from that, or do you have an opportunities to take advantage of that situation?
The opportunity is there for you. It's just up to you how much you want to do. Like, you know, some guys are more active in it than others. Obviously, there's like especially with LSU, like the LSU brand's so big. Like, so many people want to like donate to LSU, like any way they can see us succeed and stuff like that. So like they use an app called Matchpoint, and they can literally make it so easy just for you to like connect with businesses and like local places like that. So,
I mean, they got this big time booster called Hot Rods Creole that's all over the place. I'm sure he hooks you up, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
We can hook you up with him if you know.
If you don't know the guy.
For y'all listening who don't know, you guest visitors, our post-game sponsor, Hot Rods Creole, Ronnie Beloso, Cage's son. So
I do got to shout out my man Jay. I know he's watching his little brother right now. I was just talking to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I miss strapping it up with this dude on the field. So I got to shout my man out.
We miss you. I tell you what, you were one of the in the broadcast era. We didn't call a lot of baseball games, but enough. One of our favorite players to watch. I mean, you just a natural. Some guys can hit and some guys can't.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of guy like, look, you going to LSU, don't mess with the swing. Just let him hit. Just get him in the box. Just let him hit, man.
You either have it or you don't. This guy's got it.
We had some good coaches in baseball. You know, Coach Jeff, Coach Kane, Coach Kyle, Coach Steve, Matt Gamble. So.
What's some of this? Your senior year, you win in 17. You come back in 18. You go to the tournament in North Carolina, which was a great experience.
Right.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We had that classic game and lose 2-1. You know, but still, we finished strong against some national powers.
Yes, sir.
We go ahead and repeat as champions. Let's talk about that year, the whole experience for you.
I mean, in junior year, we kind of, I think, just because before I got there, we had was it freshman year?
Yeah.
Jay would have been Jay's
Right.
freshman year.
Lost Evangel.
Lost to Evangel, right. So, I mean, I think it was just everybody was so eager to get back there and finally get it done again. And once that happened, I think in my senior year in 2018, it was just kind of – that was the standard that had been set. So,
Yeah.
like, we expected that. Like, we worked for that all fall, all winter especially. So, I mean, it was just everybody was held to that standard. Like, if you didn't want to buy into it, then, like, all right, like, you don't have to be a part of it. So, I mean, and luckily we had great leaders on the team. So,
Yeah.
like, that literally took care of that every day. So, I mean, that was just – I would say one thing was just expected. That was where we were supposed to go back to go, and especially because we had everybody coming back.
Sure.
I believe we only lost Austin Hansel maybe off that.
I believe you're right. Yeah.
2017 team, and he was
Yeah.
a great player for us. But
Wow.
you know, we got Rapol back that year too because
That's
he was
right.
ineligible.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, it was just expected. Like, look, we have all these new, old guys coming back. Like, this is expected to win a state championship.
Anything else you want to
No,
talk
man.
to
I
him
just
about?
want to say thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you, guys.
And welcome
Yeah.
to the club of, the
Ghost
Ghost of
of Patriots
Patriots
Past.
Past.
I appreciate it. It was
And,
fun.
you know, you're a class act, man. We
Yep.
love
Appreciate
the
y'all.
representation.
I love
that you
listening
do.
to this. Yeah, when
Thank
when
you,
y'all are
man.
playing away or something like that, I love listening. to
That's
it.
awesome.
Just keep grinding, man. Do your best. But we love the fact that you're a Patriot and you always will be.
Yeah, I appreciate you
Hang
guys.
on. We're going to get a picture with you. Don't mind for our
Sounds
scrapbook,
good.
if you don't mind, real quick. Miss Mike, mind taking our picture, please? And look, you always welcome to come back. Great, thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Hey,
Thank you guys.
Good to see you again,
You
my
too.
man.
look, best of luck to you. And go Tigers, and let's end your season in Omaha next year, right? So that was Kay Beloso, LSU first baseman. Hope you guys enjoyed that interview. That's that was
baby.
perfect, huh?
Yes, sir.
That was,
That's fantastic. We love getting guys up here. And it was funny, like a few years ago, you know, Kevin, when was that? About 10 years ago?
11?
Yeah, 11 years ago. You know, we did the interviews with a lot of former players, and we got such good feedback from it that, you know, we said we got to try to do this as often as possible. We heard today that he was coming to the game, and it was a no-brainer. We said we got to get you up here with us, talking a little Patriot football, baseball. Of course, everybody knows who Cade is. Just like Kevin said, just a tremendous swing from home plate. I mean, the guy is so natural, hitting from the left side, and like something I've never seen before, hitting the ball.
Well, if you remember the perfect game that Ripple had in that 15-run, we won 15-0 against Rommel.
Yep.
He had that monster shot, and it's on the YouTube. I mean, he just hit it. And you know when you see a ball that's hit, it was the sight and the sound, that crush. And I think it was like a 3-run homer that actually got us to 15-0. So
Yep.
let's see if we can toss it to Gordon and see if his mic's working out. It's not working. All right, never mind. The boy's about to hit the run through. I was hoping we can get Coach JT, but
Yep.
and that's the unfortunate part with the technical issues we have, because I would love to hear what Coach is telling them.
Yeah, 100%.
Right now.
Probably. What do you think he's telling them?
Well, 24 minutes left to go in this half. You know, let's play hard physical football, keep the mistakes down low, and play hard, play fast, play physical. Let's go to work.
There you go.
Something like that.
Nothing wrong with that, my boy. But awesome, fantastic job. You know, just trying to fight back, scrap back, get some more points in the first half, and then obviously, you know, we got a little bit of momentum here. Got to go shut them up and shut them down here in the second half. Want to say thank you to some special guests back home in River Ridge. Thanks for listening to us. That's, of course, these cutie pies, Adele, Maddie, Camille, Curtis. Appreciate you girls listening. Some of the biggest Patriots fans out there. I love you girls.
And I want to give a shout out to one of my teammates on the 1987 team, Gerald Mitchell. He's a loyal listener. We appreciate your support, Gerald. Thank you for always listening. You want to talk about a smooth operator? I know you talked about when you played, you know, like a guy like Aaron Pierce. Gerald had transferred over. First Assembly closed, so those guys were able to go to, you know, wherever school they wanted to. And fortunately, we picked them up. And just a very good athlete, you know, friend. So, but thank you, Gerald, for listening and checking in. And the Broncos just took the field and they had like a little light show. They would kind of turn. I thought they had a power outage or something, but
pretty
that's
sweet.
part of their little deal. They turn it off and on.
Like that.
Got me nervous for a second. I was like, whoa, I want to play this game. What's going on here? We're
That's
about
cool.
30 seconds away from the beginning of the second half.
But a first-class place, though, Kevin. Really,
It's nice. It's clean.
everybody's been super nice since we've gotten here.
Yeah.
People have been, you know, very hospitable.
Yeah.
Very, very nice and cordial. But you know, this press box up here is first class. I would rank it up there with I mean, really like nothing we have. I mean, you kind of got to kind of say it's kind of like the Superdome. Of course, it's totally different, but
Yeah.
you know, field turf, the Jumbotron is absolutely gargantuous. Really cool place to play. So I'd love to continue matchups like this with teams like this because, you know, we were excited to get Carr into our district. A lot of people,
Right.
hey, y'all really worried? No, we want teams like that. That's how you become better. We're not like a lot of other schools out there that say, oh, we don't want to play those guys.
No, right.
No, we want you to come travel to us. We want to travel to you. Obviously, we might not have the big bucks and the funding that a lot of these other schools have to be able to go play in Texas and California and Florida. But if we can get there, we're going to get there. If you could come to us, we want to play you. So hopefully this is a good matchup that we can continue for the future.
Yep. Patriots kick it off to the Broncos, going left to right. Williams standing back at his 7-yard line. Alfonso kicks it a little short. Going to be fielded at the 30-yard line, far side, and dropped immediately at the 37-yard line. It's a nice tackle. Let's see who made that tackle. That's number 40 for the Patriots. That was a nice little collision there. That's going to be Delott. He's a linebacker. So 11:57 to go in the third. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from their own 37-yard line.
Hayden's a 5'10", 185-pound sophomore linebacker, and he's going to be able to put on some more pounds for the next couple of years, and look forward to watching some more of him.
Hey, David Higgins watching with his mom and stepdad, Miss
Big
Betty
D.
and Mr. Vernon. Appreciate you.
What's up, buddy?
Walton Bill, appreciate you guys. That's the Yogi's Bears,
There
our
they are.
pregame sponsors. Thank you guys. Holstein gets the pass on center, throws it near side. It's going to be complete at the 40, and he's going to fall forward to the 44-yard line.
Ooh,
Nice
that's a
gain on
long,
first down.
That's a long throw, Kevin. He can make all of them. As you can see a little bit of his arm from that far hash, getting it back down here on the little quick out route. But I think, like we said before, it's going to be a quick read, get the ball out of his hands. Don't sit back there. It looks like we crowded the box right there, had the linebackers up close to the line of scrimmage, and did a good job of catching it and trying to knife forward for a good
Gain 6.
Good gain.
Yep, 2nd and 4 from the 43. Ball in the near hash mark. Twins top of the field, split near side. They get a little pistol formation. Holstein's going to hand it off to Thomas right up the middle, crosses the 40 to 41-yard line. I thought for a second maybe the ball got loose.
Yeah. I almost thought I saw that too, but
It'll be 3rd down and 1.
eyes play
Gain
tricks
of 3.
on you at night, huh? When you get old.
Yeah, know the feeling.
This when you got to play hard and physical right here, Kevin. 3rd and short. Big boys got to get a good push.
Ball key.
Yep. Linebackers up close to the line of scrimmage, seeing it. Quarterback looking back to the sideline.
Holstein hands it to Thomas, and he is going to barely get the first down.
Oh,
He just
got
fell
it.
forward and
Yep.
got it right
Yep.
at the sticks.
They didn't have far to go. Good job of him running downhill, using some momentum, picking up a first down.
He got hit in the backfield.
Yep.
He just fell forward. It's happened, fortunately for them. His body length was enough to get him the first down. .11 minutes to go in the third period. This is the opening drive. The Broncos do lead the Patriots 20-14.
Got a shout out from Brad Guthrie here. Said nice interview with Cade. Go Patriots. Tuning in from the Plano Fan Club.
There you go. Got a few Patriots up there.
Yes, sir.
Trips top of the field, Twins near side, so empty set for Holstein. He'll take the pass from center, looks near side, throws it. Wide open. Oh, and he dropped it.
Tried to turn before he caught
Wide
the ball.
open. That's Tyson George, junior receiver.
You know, Kevin, that one of those things, that's why I hope a lot of kids watch our broadcast. It's not to obviously just hear us mouth off the whole time, but there are some coaching tips. You can learn a lot from just watching the game of football. Got to catch it first, tuck it, and then move.
2nd down 10. 10:37 to go in the third. Split near side. They have a slot in Twins top of the field. Hands off to Thomas, goes to the right, cuts it up the field, crosses the 50. 45 has the first down. The Patriot 43-yard line right at the sticks again.
Good job of the running back just being patient, taking the ball to the top of the field. And I thought we had him stopped for a loss, and he did a good job of sticking his back foot in the ground, cutting it up, knifing forward like we talk about.
Just not making the tackle.
Yeah, big first down carry.
.10-13 and counting. They'll flip the lineup. Twins near side this time. Split top of the field. And Thomas will line up to the left of Holstein out the shotgun. Holstein back to pass, steps up, and he's going to be hit. He breaks a tackle, breaks two tackles, comes near side, has a lot of room, 30-yard line, and he's going to be tackled at the 28-yard line.
Good job by Jamal Callio just making the tackle in the open field. Kevin, you got to wrap up and get him on the ground.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, you have him to, a 2 or 3 yard gain. You got to be able to get him on the ground. Big plays after contact. We actually had him stopped in the backfield.
I know.
Didn't come up with the tackle.
Yeah, defense going to have to help themselves out. 9:30 and counting in the third period. Twins to the right, split near side, a little quick zip to Turner. Went to Thomas, breaks 2 more tackles, and he's going to toss out of bounds by DeLatte. Inside the 25, let's count it at the 24-yard line, I believe. We just hit him, but we're just not like wrapping him up and getting him to the ground.
We're not running through people while we're
no.
wrapping up. We're kind of just like almost running to them and falling on them and trying, they're taking us for a little bit of a ride. And like you said, we're not really wrapping up. You got to run through a guy. Bring your hips, bring your feet, let it rip.
You know what, though? In all levels of sports, I think that's a lost art is tackling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now they teach the old, what do they call it? The roll, the gator tackle.
Little pistol formation, and hand it off to Thomas. Goes off the right guard. He's going to get it to the 21-yard line, gain of 3. It's going to be third down, and let's call it long 2, maybe 3 yards.
Yeah.
Right at 9 minutes to go in the third period. Come on, defense.
Yep, here we go. Big play. Biggest play of the game right here. Kevin third. I mean, I'm sure they have a pretty good field goal kicker, but if you could just hold them here, you're going to force them into a situation where maybe we come up big on special teams again.
All right, Twins right, split near side. Thomas lines up to the right of Holstein. They're going to hand it off to Thomas, runs to the right. He has a huge hole. He's going to get it inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. It's going to be first and goal, Broncos.
Just not squeezing down.
No.
Not filling the hole. Just, wow, what a big hole. Anybody can run through that one.
Yeah, and they just making it look easy.
Yep.
So first and goal from the Patriots 6. How big's that stop before halftime now?
Yes, sir.
Same formation. This time Thomas lines up to the left of Holstein. They're going to give it to him again. He goes up the middle. He breaks one tackle, and he finally gets tackled at the 5-yard line. And credit Thomas. He just keeps his legs moving.
Yep, sure does.
Which is what a good running back should do. Because if we're not going to make the effort to get him down on the ground, keep your legs moving. Been a long drive here. This is the opening drive of the second half. And something I mentioned that the key to victory for the Patriots was the Patriot offense to have long, sustained drives. Here we are at 7:40 and counting. It's the Broncos doing it. Trips top of the field, split near side. Holstein takes the pass. Going to roll near side.
Outside, holding!
Oh,
holding!
Goodness. Touchdown. There's the flag. They called it. There's the flag.
About to say, guy couldn't get off the block. His arms were in the air, getting pulled back. Good call right there, but he was able to break contain because of that, hopefully, and can't give him these points. That's for sure.
That'll move the ball back to the 16-yard line. Maybe second and goal from the 16. 7:26 to go in the third. All right, so they gave us a gift here. Let's take advantage of it. Seconds on the play clock. Same formation, 3 receivers, top of the field, 1 near side. Holstein, a little quick handoff to the run back near side, little draw. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, and he's to be tackled at the 2. Third and goal from the 2 now, so they gained 14 on that play. Little draw play was perfect. They set it up perfectly. He had a lot of real estate near side. And he covered 14 yards of it. So it's 3rd and goal from the 2 with 7:18 to go in the 3rd. Looking for a quarterback keeper here. They got a little bunch formation. Holstein takes it, runs it right up the gut, and he's in. I mean, that was telegraphed. We knew what was happening. They just put the big lineman right behind the guards, and he just took a snap and ran it right over the center. So with 7:15 to go in the 3rd, it's now 26-14 Broncos with the PAT pending.
Well, good job by the Broncos. Getting it done on offense. Like you mentioned, they're sustaining a long drive, taking some time off the clock and getting it done.
They'll line up for the PAT. Here's the snap. The place, the kick is up. And it's good. So with 7:12 to go in the 3rd period, it's now the Broncos 27, the Patriots 14.
Kevin, for that scoring job, I want to say thank you to our chief production engineer up here in the booth with us. That's Robbie User. So give him a call, 738-1447, Bob Usler Productions. For your next party or event, anything you want filmed or edited, give him a call, 738-1447, Bob Usler Productions. We appreciate your support up here in the booth with us each and every week. Couldn't do it without you, buddy.
Ooh, I know I just said it a few minutes ago, but now how big is that stop before halftime?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Holy mackerel.
Got to protect as much as you can.
Can you imagine being down 34-14 and having not stopped them? It's all right, plenty of time. We got to answer again. It's like the last 3 possessions. Both team, one team scores. Yellowman comes back and scores.
Yep.
Trading possessions back and forth.
See if we can get a big kick return here, make something happen. Our front line's a little different than I'm used to, Kevin. Got 2 guys close, 1 guy off a little deeper, pointed at the ball. I don't know. Different philosophy now. Don't go in the end zone.
Smith from the 1-yard line, 10, 15, 20-yard line. And it'll be first down. So with 7:07 to go in the 3rd, it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots from the 20.
Yeah, I forget the rule on the touchback, but I thought if he had 1 foot in, maybe it's both feet. He has to have both feet in the end zone. But to me, I thought that was a touchback. If you have 1 part in there, I'm going to have to check up on it again.
And he got it back to the 20, so nothing lost.
Right. Either or, right?
Yeah. All right. Ball's going to be placed on that hash mark top of the field. Bruno is the quarterback. We'll go to left, straight up give. Halfback over the left guard, gets it to the 24-yard line, gain of 4, and I believe that was Prout, and it was.
Yeah, their corner is staying deep, you know, but he's definitely one-on-one matchup with that safety inverted down to play in the box. I'd like for us to try to take advantage of something, maybe like a deep post over the middle of the field, a deep in route, a curl, something where we can get the ball in our receiver's hands.
Comes near side. Bruno keeps it. Has a nice first down and more. He's to the 40, 45, and drug down at the 50-yard line.
That a boy. That's the momentum we need right there, Kevin. Good duck step.
Actually, the 49 of the Broncos is what they're going to mark it.
Almost looked like he followed the followed the running back right up the gut there and did a good job of just putting his head down, cutting back up inside, making something happen. Good duck step inside the scraping linebacker. That's exactly how it's supposed to be done.
Gain of 27. 1st and 10 Patriots, twins near side. Hands it off to Prout, goes over to center, and he's going to get it to the Bronco 46-yard line. Gain of 3, 2nd down 7.
3 yards. Just keep doing it. Making it happen, picking up first downs, taking some time off the clock. Like we mentioned, we have 6 minutes and counting.
Yep, and that's the official hydration break. So official timeout on the field, 6 minutes to go in the 3rd period. It's the Broncos 27, the Patriots 14.
Kevin, for this break in action, I want to say thank you again to our sponsors, our premier platinum sponsors. Those are Lingle Driving Academy, teaching our youth to drive safely and responsibly, and of course, Nike. Just do it. Everybody knows who Nike is. Kind of cool when you can get sponsored by somebody like them. And obviously helping us get fitted and look right on the field.
And we do look like champions, that's for sure.
Yep.
All right, 6 minutes to go in the third. Patriots down 13. Of course, you can always say, course of the game, shoulda, woulda, coulda, but how big now? The opening drive, where the Patriots had an opportunity to score a touchdown, and we dropped the pass. That's precious points there we left on the board.
Yes, sir.
There are many plays throughout the game that, wins and loses it.
I was going to say,
But I'm just saying, how big is that now, that drop?
And for fans, I'll say this. You always, well, let me say it after this.
Little handoff off the right side, short gain to the 43-yard line.
For the fans and the moms and dads out there, it's easy to see when you don't have a quarterback throw the ball right where it's supposed to be.
Right.
It's a bad throw or receiver drops it. But the things that they don't see show up on the film the next day, like the one missed block that springs a touchdown.
Right.
A guy has a missed assignment and he gets out of his lane and they run for 60 yards. So it's those things that throughout the course of a game get you beat. You'll find that out in the film room on the next day. You just won't read about it in the newspaper.
Yep, we're in 4-down territory, down 13 with 5:25 and counting. It's third down 4. Patriots at the Bronco 43. Twins top of the field, ball in the middle of the field. Smith, the quarterback, throws a hit far side, and we dropped it. I don't know if he'd gotten a first down, but it could have made it 4th and 2 as opposed to 4th and 4.
Wow.
That was a nice throwing ball right in his hands, and
I tell you what, that's
now we're going to punt it.
Very unlike Michael Turner. He's one of the best athletes we have on the team. And I expect better from him. But you know what? In the course of a game, you got to forget about it. You got to move on. Said that last time.
All right, now the punter goes on the center. That's quarterback Bruno actually went out of punt formation, a little rugby scrum. We might have had the first down.
I think we got it.
He
Nice play.
lined up at
Nice
punt,
play.
and he ran up on the center and just did a quarterback sneak and got the 4 yards.
Wow.
So we stole possession back from the Broncos.
Fantastic. I tell you what.
Got
Kevin,
it to the 39.
That's pretty darn, how do I say it in a nice way? It's gutsy.
Ballsy?
Yeah. Well, I was going to say gutsy. Good job by you. But to have a quarterback sneak for 4 yards, that is gutsy. So good job by them understanding what they needed to see in the look and making it happen and converting.
4:45 to go in the third. Hey, man, say what you say.
Yes, sir. Good thing we can't say what we want to say, right?
That's right. Smith, the quarterback, goes to left. He's going to keep it. He's going to fall forward 4 yard. 2nd down and 9.
And look, if you're out there listening, those things happen too. You get quarterback maybe has the right read or the wrong read, you fall for a yard. You fall for 2 yards. But believe me that there's a plan in what we're doing. We're trying to get something done. You have a nice duck step on the next one. You might go for 30, for 37 yards for a touchdown. So just believe in the process and believe in the plan that you're going to get it done throughout the course of a ball game. That's why it's 4 quarters long.
Yeah, official gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 from the 37. Ball on the left hash mark at the top of the field.
Look at the corner.
Draw. Gabriel has it. He's at 35, 30, 25. And he
faked himself out.
Yeah, looks like a sniper took him out the 22. Stubbed his toe in the turf and fell down.
I hope they're communicating down here, Kevin. I'm not sure what's giving the tip, but the cornerback is flying inside, almost like playing cloud, like run support down deep inside. But, if we have the right play call, like a fade coming out away from the safety in the top or maybe play action in the middle, man, you basically walk in throwing the ball up over the top.
I'm looking at the light standards, and it looks like the rain is coming down hard, but it could be one of these crisp dew situations where it's not really raining, but as you can see in the reflection of the light, it's coming down aggressively.
Down,
1st and 10 from the 21. Ball on the left hash mark. We come near side. Johnson takes a handoff, gain of 1 to the 20. We haven't called his name in a long time.
Nope.
He had a great first drive, and since then has been kind of inactive. 3 minutes to go in the third. If you guys listen to us on the live broadcast, feel free to interact with Danny and I. You can send a text message to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Just leave your name and location. We'll give you a shout out.
Yeah, my mom just texted me, said she's finally listening to us. Appreciate you, Mom. Love you.
Twins near side. Quick pump fake. There it is. And it's stolen from us. Oh, my goodness. Ball's loose. They picking it up, and Colin Jackson, that's a forward lateral.
Yeah, that's a forward
You can't do that. That's a flag, yeah. Come on, guys. looks like we had a pass. Bruno was about to throw it, and they just took it out from the back of him, out of his hands. There's 2 flags. They tried to lateral it, but they got 2 forward passes. Oh, another missed opportunity by the Patriots.
Well, Kevin, we didn't step down inside and protect. On a 3-step drop like there, you're pumping it to come up with a fake, and actually we didn't have it. They played it correctly. You still got to throw it up and give your receiver a chance. But as soon as he pumped it, I mean, a tenth of a second later, they were right there to come hit us. So there's nothing Bruno could do on that one. Got to protect a little bit better. Play action, it's almost like a max protection.
But I would like to have seen the one-on-one opportunity.
Yeah, go up and get the ball.
I would love to have seen it, but
do, right.
But 2 forward passes on the play. It's going to be Zachary Ball.
Well, again.
Yikes. Defense has to step up now.
They stole the momentum from us. So they got to go get it again, defense. And I hate to say it, in the broadcast era and really historically for Curtis, we've asked the defense to step up in crucial and tough situations. The offense doesn't always give you the great opportunities, and we asked the defense to do it time and time again. They were doing it again.
So the Broncos will have it first and 10 at their own 38. 2:31 to go in the third. The Broncos lead the Patriots 27-14. 3 receivers right, 1 near side to the left. Thomas lines up to the right of Holstein out of the shotgun. Holstein throws a little screen near side to Thomas. And
good job. Who's that down at the bottom? Is that Jason Curtis? Yep.
Curtis.
All right, he's out. Looked like he did something to his shoulder.
Yeah, he got hurt in the jamboree to the shoulder, too.
Yeah.
That's also, let's see, Ackle and also Brooks on the tackle. Yeah, he hurt his shoulder in the jamboree.
Man,
looks like he aggravated on that tackle there.
That guy. Snake bit, man. Unfortunately.
Gain of 4, 2nd down 6 from the Bronco 42. 1:55 and counting in the third. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Holstein looks near side, in trouble, steps up in the pocket, has a 1st down and more, 50, and runs out of bounds at the Patriot 44-yard line.
So he moves well for a big quarterback, Kevin. He's very athletic, does a good job of sticking his foot in the ground, changing directions once he's going downfield, does a good job of keeping his eyes downfield, but then all of a sudden understanding that there's no more time, stepping up under pressure and making something happen, constantly getting 1st downs with his feet.
You know what he reminds me of? Arkansas quarterback Matt Jones, early 2000s. Wasn't super fast, big tall boy against 6'4", 6'5", but nobody seemed to catch him.
No, Matt Jones was like 6'7". He was a big boy. He ended up playing tight end in the NFL for like a year, I think. But yeah, he was good for sure.
Hand off to Thomas over the right side. Drake makes the tackle. Gain of 2, 2nd down 8. Got it to the Patriot 42-yard line. 1:15 and counting. We're in the third period. This is the Broncos' second possession of the second half. They had a nice long drive to open the third quarter. Scored a touchdown, got the PAT. The Patriots had a nice long drive going back. And can you believe that's only the first turnover of the ball game?
Yeah, I know.
Been a well-played game. Maybe had a few penalties here and there, but
right.
Well played so far. Holstein looks near side, fires it complete to Williams, and he's going to be hit out of bounds.
Good job, Weibel. Seeing it, expanding out, making a tackle as soon as it's caught.
45 seconds to go in the third.
The tough part about that, Kevin, is when you have those nickelbacks or linebackers kind of walked out, those outside linebackers, when you have a guy that could rip it so well outside, they have to run so fast from the inside out to be able to expand and get to it. It makes it tough.
3rd down 4, Broncos from the Patriot 38-yard line. 45 seconds to go in the third period. 3 receivers right, 2 near side. Empty set for Holstein. Takes the pass from center, steps up in the pocket. And we got him by the shoulder, and he got him finally.
Good job.
DeLotte got him. The first, Brooks had him first by the shoulder, and somehow he got out of it, and then DeLotte finished him off.
Good job,
It's going to bring him back to the Patriot 44-yard line. This might be the last play of the quarter. 20 seconds and counting. 4th and 10.
Yep, they're going to let it run out with 15
Yeah, why not?
seconds left.
Yeah, they can do that. The play clock is not even started yet, so that's going to wrap up the third period of play. 5 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. So after 3 quarters of play, it's the Zachary Broncos 27, the John Curtis Christian Patriots 14. So the halftime score was the Broncos 20, the Patriots 14. The only score in the third quarter was the Broncos. Nice long drive with 7:15 to go in the quarter. Holstein had a 2-yard touchdown run, and they added a PAT, making it 27-14, and that's where we stand going into the fourth quarter. So, Danny, even more so now, being down 2 touchdowns, of course, we got to see what happens here today. They'll probably punt it and put us in long field position, but now we got to score every time we get the ball and hold them because time is now key.
Yeah, it's your enemy for sure. You're down 2 scores. You got to be able to take advantage of your opportunities every time you get the ball. But the biggest thing for us is offensively, good deal protecting the football. Obviously, that was the first turnover of the game. But the type of team that we are was we run you to death, and all of a sudden we hit you with the big plays, either by running the ball or we hit you by play action pass. Again, we didn't take advantage of our opportunities. We had something set up. Maybe it worked, maybe it didn't, maybe the defense read it. But again, like you mentioned, that's still a 50-50 ball.
Right.
You got to throw that thing up, give your receiver an opportunity to go up and get it, make a big play, gain the momentum again. We don't. Hit, scoop, make a big play for Zachary, a big play made by them on defense. So, I think you constantly run, but when you're going to throw the ball, when you're going to have those big time plays, those big explosive plays, you have to be able to make them convert.
Yep. All right, they're going to put the punt team in. Turner's going to go back to the 10-yard line. Decent snap. High kick. And Turner dropped the ball. Oh, my goodness. And Zachary recovered it. He tried to call a fair catch and dropped it at the 16-yard line. So with 11:52 to go in the ballgame, it's now 1st and 10 Broncos at the Patriots 16.
Well, this is not his night. Let's just say it like that. He's having a bad day, and you know what? I've had those too. You gotta get over it. Got to get over it. Time for you to go on defense and make a big play. Time for the defense to step up and say, you know what? We got to get off the field. Got to get the offense the ball back. Unfortunately, that's what they just did, and then we give it right back to them.
All right, defense.
Whew. Hard to watch right now, Kel.
Well, got to believe.
Yep.
Officially the 17-yard line.
I agree with that. Matter of
1st
fact,
and 10.
I love that. Let's go.
11:52 to go in the ballgame. Holstein takes the pass from center, looks left, fires it in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
Great touch pass over the top. One-on-one matchup.
Yep.
Gave him a chance. Good ball to the back of the end zone. Faded him outside towards the sideline. Perfectly thrown ball. Great route by the receiver. Nice job by them. Receiver tacked his leverage inside. Stepped on his toes. Faded outside. Great throw by the quarterback. That's how you draw it up.
Yep, Wisham on the reception. 17 yards out. Set up by the muff punt on the Patriots, and now it's 33-14. Zachary, the PAT pin, and snap plays, kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:43 to go in the ballgame, it's now the Broncos 34, the Patriots 14.
Whew. Well, it's tough. 34-14. Offense has to convert here. And then you get into the mode of, I think it's too early right now, but you got to believe in your defense to get you the ball back. But if you score, being down by 20 points, you got to get into the, maybe do we do onside kicks and things like that later in the fourth quarter. So that has to be in your mind where you're starting to set up a plan. But first plan needs to be offense got to put points on the board.
Yeah. Well, and more importantly, or equally as important, secure the ball.
Right.
The last 2 drives, can't really say we dropped possession. We just muffed the last punt, and then the drive before that, we had a turnover.
And, I will say, Kevin, for having our guys back, it's starting to rain pretty hard out there. You can look up in the lights, and the ball is obviously wet. When they're punting with their ball. Their punter has to catch the ball and drive it away. But, it's not as easy with a dry ball. But, not to make excuses, but it does make it a lot tougher.
Here's a kick. Prout going to field at the 13-yard line, near side. Runs across the field 15, 20, 25, and gets it to the 27-yard line.
I tell you, he's had a pretty good game tonight. They've been trying to pin him deep on the sideline, and he's done a good job of getting the ball back in the middle, getting some positive yardage, and doing good as a returner.
Give a shout out to Kyle Schexnayder. He's out in Arizona watching us. We appreciate you. I believe the Mississippi State Bulldogs are playing the Wildcats out there in Tucson. Good luck to you guys.
Mr. Ronnie Renats, I got a shout out from him. Say, Danny, thank you and Kevin for doing a great job. Appreciate you, Mr. Ronnie.
Absolutely.
One of the originals.
1st and 10, Patriots going right to left now in the fourth quarter. Draw play. Bruno hands it off to Prout. He's going to gain 3 yards to the 31-yard line.
Got a shout out from my sister-in-law, Heather Fromeyer.
Hey.
The mom of my godson, Paul Fromeyer, and Derek over there. Appreciate you guys listening.
Absolutely. Patriots right here, no huddle. Got to keep moving here. Got to save time here. Bruno back to pass. Throws the far sideline. Caught. Got it to the 40-yard line. I believe that is
And then get the ball out of bounds.
Mitchell on the reception.
Clock continued to run for a few seconds. It's going to definitely stop momentarily to reset the chains. But
11:05
I thought he was out of bounds.
to go.
Nope, he wasn't. They're going to roll it.
Yep. It's rolling.
And I'm looking at it here. I don't see – how is that not out of bounds?
I don't know.
Anyway, forget it. Good job of completing there.
Come near side. Handoff short gain to the 42-yard line, gain of 2.
I'll tell you what, early in the game, I really thought the inside dive was kind of taking over, taking control. Zachary's done a good job of changing that up, and they've, stuffed us for a 1 or 2 yard gain. And I wouldn't really consider that stuffing us because we're gaining yardage, but we just haven't had the big play.
Yeah.
On the dive playing a little bit here.
2nd down 8. Patriots from their own 41-yard line, 10-20 and counting in the ball game, but the Patriots are down 20, 34-14. Twins receivers near side. Quick handoff to the halfback to the 45-yard line. I believe that's Smith, number 14, on the carry. Gain of 3. Now we're under 10 minutes ago. 9:58 and counting.
Yep, you're going to make your substitutions. You got to call the play, get in and out of the huddle, get in on the field, and make your substitutions.
Yeah, but do we need to be huddled up? We can just call the play from the line of scrimmage. Look, we always practice that, the signals.
Yeah, not quite yet in
I
panic
don't know.
mode, but we're getting close.
Down 20.
Yep.
Smith at quarterback now, back to pass. He's in
Get rid of
trouble,
it.
and he does a great job just throwing out of bounds.
Yep, good job. That's tough. Just get rid of the ball, play the next play, stop the clock.
9:31 to go.
4th down, though. Shoot.
That's the problem. And we're going to punt it. Yikes. Well, Zachary's not number 1 in the state for nothing. They've also won 4 championships in the last 7 years, so we're not playing Little Sisters of the Poor tonight. And they're showing why they're the preseason favorite to win the 5A championship. Alfonso with a nice kick, drives the returner all the way back to the 14-yard line with a fair catch.
I tell you what.
And that's what'll take it over. 9:22 to go in the game. Go ahead,
You got
Danny.
to give it to Alfonso. He's worked really hard in the offseason, and he's gotten much better. I can remember seeing him 2 years ago saying, golly, this kid, very, very small. He needs to get a lot stronger. I just don't know if he's ever going to get there. So, kudos to you, young man, for working really hard in the weight room, working really hard, kicking the ball, punting the ball, and getting a lot better. It's fun to see these guys grow and mature, and I definitely am very, very proud of him.
Yep, absolutely. But you know what? I was telling some guys, the local media, in preparation for this game, knowing it's a big game, but I said, look, we're going to treat it like a normal game. We're not going to make it any bigger. If we win, we're not going to make it any bigger than if we lose, because no trophy's being handed over tonight.
Right.
So I think what's going to happen is our boys are going to graduate tonight, get a diploma, and they know where we are, what our deficiencies are, what we need to work on, and then that's going to prepare us for the Catholic League play.
100%.
So
100%. I can
Here's what it
remember
is.
my senior year, we lost to the eventual national champions, Evangel, 28-20. And I think that kind of lit a fire underneath us to work really hard, work even harder if that was possible, and to really zone in on what we wanted to try to get done.
And there's a penalty to play. Go back to the 6-yard line. Hand out to Thomas up the middle. Short gain to the 9, gain of 3. 2nd and 7. I didn't see what the penalty was about, but
I didn't either.
really Zachary don't really care. They're just content being up 20 here. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Just
Number
milk
70,
it.
Jahar Franklin's in the game.
Yeah, Johar.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye on him, see how he does. Probably not in the best game shape because
No.
he hasn't played much, but I want to see him get in the game and get some good reps.
Twins receivers near side, split top of the field. Holstein out of the shotgun, takes a pass from center, throws it near side to Williams. Oh, breaks a couple guys' ankles, and it's a foot race down the sideline. We're not going to catch him. He gone. A 91-yard pitch and catch. It really is just a little swing pass. Williams had to block, and he just ran down the sideline. So with 8:28 to go in the ball game, it's now Zachary 40, Patriots 14 with the PAT pending. They just had hat on hat, Danny.
Yep.
It was perfect matchup, and unfortunately, Williams is a speedster, and he just
Yeah.
ran through the alley, and
Tell
he
you
gone.
what, yeah, you know how fast Justin Horn is as a linebacker, and he didn't have a chance to go catch him. Good job of him just catching the ball, letting it rip, and we gotta do a better job defensively. But
Snap, place, kick is no good. Looks like we maybe partially blocked at PAT. So with 8:24 to go in the ball game, it's now the Broncos 40, Patriots 14.
we've put them in tough enough positions, and against a team that we knew was very, very explosive. They scored 40 points thus far. So good opportunity now, I think, Kevin, to get a few more kids into the game and do what we got to do. But again, offense, what are you going to do on this next drive? I don't want to see any quit out of you. I want to see you guys get on the field, get some momentum back, score some points, and do what we have to do to be able to, carry this thing on and get better.
Well, let's end it on a good note. Let's get the ball and let's drop it down the field. Let's waste this 8:24 and let's put some points on the board and get some momentum going into next week's ball game, which we'll talk about after the broadcast. Y'all hang tight. We'll have a post-game recap and set up next week as the Patriots will go to Hattiesburg, Mississippi next Thursday night, 7:30 kickoff against Oak Grove. So this will be get the ride home back to River Ridge, and they'll be back out tomorrow morning in preparation for Oak Grove.
Yes, sir.
Prout from the 5-yard line, near side 10, comes near side 15, 20. And he's going to go down at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Ooh.
Yep. It's been interesting.
We had chances.
Yep, sure did.
But, sometimes when you play a team that's a little better than you, this is what happens. But, again, no trophy has been handed over tonight, so it's going to be a good learning experience.
Yep, you're right.
Though it's going to go down as a 91-yard touchdown pass. It was more like a 4-yard pass with the run afterwards. But, hey, it's 91 in the books. Opposite to the right. Gabriel got it. Has the corner, 30, 35, 40, and he's out of bounds near the 42-yard line.
Again, good job of Johnson getting out front and making a nice initial block right there on the edge. And we're able to make a move and get some positive yardage.
.807 to go in the ball game. Ball on the right hash mark, top of the field. Smith is the quarterback, throws it near side and one hop it to the receiver. It'll be 2nd down 10. Ball's at the Patriot 41-yard line. 1st and 10, ball at the top of the field. will come near side. Bruno back to pass. Has Turner wide open, and it's going to be a touchdown. So we got the 6 points
There we
that we
go.
were looking for with
Make it
7:53 to go.
Don't go to River Ridge yet. All right, here we go.
Nice job by Bruno faking the dive inside the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a 59-yard touchdown pitch and catch.
Good job by him. Way to go get it, set it up, get the opportunity to go get the ball. And, Kevin, those are the things that we've really had set up all night. We just haven't been able to convert. Good job of Bruno putting that ball deep and out front, making a nice pass, making it happen.
We'll line up for the PAT. Here's a snap, high, place, kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:50 to go in the ball game, it's now the Broncos 40, Patriots 21. Danny, that was a 3-play drive, 73 yards in distance, 30 seconds off the clock. Bruno to Turner from 59 yards out, and Alfonso's PAT makes it 40-21.
Well, Kevin, those are things that we can do. You know, you got to be able to convert, take advantage of your opportunities like we've said all night. We have it set up. You got to be able to make the pitch and catch. Offensive line did a great job of blocking on that and making it happen. For that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to our blue, white, and red sponsors, Matt Bowers, Chevrolet in Metairie, Friday Night Football, WGNO ABC, Balfour, Bernhard Medical Resource Contractors, Immaculate Renovation and Repair, LLC, Matt Bowers, Chevrolet Metairie, Diesel Works, Cross Construction, Professional Security Training, River Ridge Dental Care, Jimmy Burns, Advanta Clean of Metro New Orleans, Southern Tire Services, and of course, South Game Day, south of I-10 Restoration. Okay.
Do you take a chance and try to onside kick it, or just kick it and just play defense and get the timeouts?
Yeah.
And try to and then score again, then you try to onside kick it then?
Yeah, I think you kick it deep.
All right. Well, we squig it near side.
Oh, almost.
And they get it.
Not too bad. I almost thought it.
Yeah, well, they're going to have the ball at their own 44-yard line.
That's the tough part.
Yeah, with 7:49 to go. But you never know. Look, the way that squib kick was, if the ball's wet, what if it squirts out and we recover it?
Yeah. I almost thought they wouldn't have their QB back in the game. But here he comes again.
I was able to say, I was thinking, you know what, he usually gets 350, almost 400 yards. He really has been somewhat of a quiet night until that 91-yard touchdown right there.
Not really that, Kevin, but I think he's done a lot with his feet tonight.
No,
You know,
you're right.
He hasn't really had to push the ball down the field on
But
ends,
he's managed the game well for him,
routes,
though.
Yeah.
The no turnovers.
He has done a good job of surveying the field and doing a lot with his feet.
Yep. Hands off to the running back. Going right to left over to center. That's Ruffin on the carry. 7:38 and counting. And, you know, like a good team it is, going to take their time, milk it. Got 20 seconds on the play clock, 7:20 to go in the ball game.
Yep, no reason to hurry it up here.
Not at all.
7:15, like you mentioned. Clock continuing to run. Quarterback snaps it with about 5 seconds left on the play clock.
They'll hand it off to the running back
Come
again.
on, wrap him up.
And he's going. Yeah, we're not getting him on the ground. I know he's shifty. I'm sure his jersey's wet, but tackle the guy. Ruffin on the carry. Thomas checks back in at running back.
Continuing to run some defensive linemen in and out of the game.
Be 3rd and 1.
Hopefully keeping some fresh legs, maybe getting some young guys in. Looks like they're going to run in some of their second-team linemen.
Man, they're just doing a Samoan-looking dude.
Yep.
Look at her hair. He's
Long
a big old
hair.
boy. Oh, this is their bunch package. They could run quarterback sneak. Sure will. Right up the middle. Breaks a couple tackles, and Holstein just slides down safely.
Good job.
Yep.
Good job of just seeing it and sliding outside.
Got to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10 with 6:28 to go.
A little quick slide step by him, and he's probably going to check out of the ball game here. Nope, stays in.
Broncos up by 19. 6:15 to go. They may just run it to the 6-minute mark, which will be the official hydration break.
Yep, they're going to run it to 6 minutes.
Yep, and that's what they'll do. So, official timeout on the field is the 6-minute hydration break of the quarter. Here's the Broncos 40, the Patriots 21.
And another nicely sustained drive by the Broncos, just running off some clock, having their way with us and continuing to move the ball down the field. The clock can be your greatest ally or your biggest enemy. Obviously, we know which one's which right here. But a hard-fought ball game so far. Zachary's on top, 40-21, 6 minutes left. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Appreciate the opportunity for everybody who traveled.
Yep.
Thank you so much for making a trip. Not always easy on a Friday afternoon to get out here and get through that Baton Rouge traffic and make it all the way to Zachary, but an unbelievable facility, great place to play, awesome Jumbotron, beautiful field turf, so hopefully we could do it again.
The hospitality's been great.
Yep.
We had got to watch the firemen cook the pasta lard, which they gave us some, but kudos to Zachary. They cooked a 15-gallon pot of jambalaya for our team to have a post-game meal for the ride home. So thank you.
Very nice.
To the city of Zachary Fire Department and all their staff. I mean, they've been so hospitable here in the press box. Nice facility, first-class organization, and you can see why they're champions in everything that they do. 1st and 10 Broncos from the Patriot 41-yard line. Holstein, high snap over his head. And he's going to go down. He got hit in the knee.
Yeah, he's got to get out the game.
Yeah, get him out of the game.
No, he's come up limping.
Yeah.
No reason for him to be in the game.
I mean, Weible hit him. It wasn't a dirty shot, but still.
But been there, done that.
You
got to try to get after the ball. I don't know why you have.
Don't get the kid hurt like that.
5-star player in the game, up 19. But maybe they want to score again.
It's football. I get it, but you hate to see a freak incident, and the kid gets hurt, and doesn't have as good a senior year because of. Was he in when he shouldn't have been in kind of situation. Well, he's the Patriots' problem tonight. He's going to be the Tigers' problem in the next 4 years after he leaves Zachary and goes to Alabama. 2nd down, 21. Pump fakes, fires it far side. Complete. I believe that's to Williams.
Get him.
And we're going to get him down at the original line of scrimmage at the 42-yard line with 5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Timeout. Timeout by us.
Yeah, looks like it. So with 5:01 to go in the ball game, timeout charge of the Patriots. It's the Broncos 40, the Patriots 21.
You got to keep on fighting, Kevin. Just because there's 5 minutes left, I've seen some crazy things happen in the game of football.
Oh yeah.
You could get a scoop and score, interception, go ahead and kick an onside kick. Crazy things happen with 5 minutes left. So you got to keep on fighting, keep on punching. Coaches are, of course, going to keep on coaching them down there and trying to get something going. But, we got a manageable situation here to put them in a bad spot. It's 3rd and long, and, we can easily get the ball back and maybe do something.
That would be nice. A scoop and score. Something like that would be nice.
Yep, why not?
All right, here we go. Trips near side, split top of the field. Holstein takes the pass from center, looks near side, going to fire it. In and out of the hands of the receiver, incomplete.
All right. So
4th down.
Probably going to try a little pooch punt here. And let's be smart on this return, make something happen. I mean, if I'm coach, I'm probably just going in for the block. I don't even know if I'm putting anybody back there. Really tight punt here. Ball's on the 42. Good opportunity to.
Prout is the returner. He just stands at 10-yard line. .457 to go in the ball game. And we blocked it! We blocked it! Yes! Massico picked it up, and he's tackled the 40-yard line. I didn't see who got in there and blocked it, but the Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at the Bronco 41-yard line with 4:50 to go.
Let's go, Massico. So I'm talking about 2-9. Good to see you out there, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't see who blocked it,
Me either.
but
I tell you what,
Massico recovered it.
it was honestly 2 or 3 guys on it, Kevin. I don't know what they did blocking by their upbacks, but nobody touched a soul. Good job.
Well,
of
we're
getting
gonna keep
in there.
playing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Come on.
Let's go.
Twins receivers near side. Bruno, the quarterback, throws it near side, caught by
There you go, Mike.
Turner.
Now go.
He's at the
Now go.
30-25, and he's to be tackled at the 22-yard line, has the first down.
Let's go. Indy. Get up and get down. Get up and get down. We got 4:43 left and counting. Patriots are down 40-21, trying to make something happen here in the 4th quarter. Set the ball. Let's go.
Ball on the near hash mark. We'll go Twins top of the field now. Bruno's going to stay in the quarterback. He's going to drop back the pass, look to his right. Throws it wide open in the flat.
Get upfield.
Oh, my goodness.
God, dog it. Ugh.
Mitchell in and out of his hands. Got to catch that. 4:30 to go in the ball game.
Got to catch it. But I will say, we got to give him a little bit better ball than that too, Kevin. Outside arm. Let him run to the out of bounds. Don't have to flip his hips running outside. It's not an easy
He's wide
catch
open, though.
for the
Nobody's
receiver.
10 yards away from him, though.
You got to make the catch.
Yep.
That's the bottom line. I hate to just keep harping on the receivers, though. You got to make the catch.
All right, Twins receivers to the right again. This time Smith is the quarterback. He's going to roll to his right.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
And the pass is knocked down.
Got to be on time. Can't go broke on prop from the flat, Kevin.
Nope.
See the snap, eyes up, let the ball out, run into the sidelines, make the catch, get a first down, get out of bounds.
4:25 to go in the ball game. 3rd down 10 from the Bronco 22.
Clock stops on an incompletion. 3rd down and 10 here. Patriots still trying to get some more points on the board.
Same formation, Twins to the right, ball near hash mark. Bruno, the quarterback. He's going to fire in the flat this time, and it is caught. Shy of the first down, though. It's be 4th and about 2.
That's okay. You're very manageable now.
Yep.
Continue to pick up positive yards. Who said that caught that outside?
Paul Fossian.
Okay. Good job by him. And, you'll see those receivers, and, talking about the last one that we had, too, you'll see the ball, because it's wet, get into their body a little bit more. They'll try to chest it up. They'll try to body the ball a little bit more instead of getting their hands out front, which is understandable. That's kind of how it is when you get a wet ball.
All right, 4th and 2 with 3:50 and counting. 2 tight split near side, ball in the near hash mark. Will come near side. Johnson got the handoff and got blown up. Ball on the ground.
Ball's on the ground.
And they picked it up, and he's tackled at the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Broncos with 3:38 to go. So the Patriots had to block punt, had a little bit of a drive, but squandered the opportunity. And the Broncos take it over on downs. And that's going to have it 1st and 10. Broncos, they're going to put it at the Bronco 21-yard line with 3:38 to go.
Well, one of those things, I thought we had something to the top of the field. Obviously, we had another play called. Probably had it. Obviously, somebody missed the block, or we just didn't quite read it, or he blew it up before we even got to the mesh point and caused the fumble, which is, I think, what actually happened.
Thomas takes the handoff. Horn hits him first. Short gain to the 24-yard line. 3:32 to go. Well, one good thing about this experience tonight, the boys are going to have a lot of teachable opportunities, if you will.
Yeah, and and early in the season, Kevin, you don't necessarily want that, but it's a good thing to understand that you could get a lot better.
Sure.
And like I said before, you could see the moments where the receivers drop the ball, the quarterback doesn't throw it quite well. You can't see the miscellaneous things that happen inside of a blocking scheme, a linebacker scraping too wide, not being in the gap, not pass protecting, things like that. So tomorrow we can get a lot better of getting in the film room and seeing the missed opportunities that we can't necessarily see up here as a fan.
Williams caught the ball on basically a long handoff, little hitch, but fortunately for us, he fell down right where he caught it, so no gain,
Well,
3rd and 9.
Bad thing for us, though, it's a complete pass, and the clock continues to run.
Yeah.
But it's
Patriots
gonna
have
bring
2
up
timeouts left.
3rd and 9, you call it? 3rd and 9? Yeah.
Slot twins near side, split top of the field. Holstein's going to hand it off to the running back, comes near side.
Come on.
And they're going to have the first down. That's
First down.
Thomas, and we're going to get him out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
And that's it.
Yeah, with 1:59 to go in the ball game. Just at times, in credit the Bronco offense, but I'm saying just at times our defense just couldn't get off the field on critical 3rd down situations tonight.
Yeah, but it's, you know, you have a team win and you have team losses.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is a team loss. You know?
Well, we'll set the tone after the Patriots had that hold, defensive hold right before halftime, going to halftime 20 to 14, excuse me, down 20 to 14. The Broncos really set the tone, that long drive, opening drive of the 3rd quarter, and scoring a touchdown.
Well, I hate to say it, Kevin, you can't keep putting it on the defense.
Yep.
You can't keep just making them come up. Whoa. Don't throw punches. Come on now.
Come on, boy.
Nope. Get him out.
Get him out of there.
Get him out.
That's not the Patriot way.
And let me tell you, big guy, you might, what are we doing?
Oh, who is that? He's going to get ejected. That's 14 Smith. Get him out of there.
Get him off. Are they grabbing him by the face mask? What are we doing?
No, 23. Oh, the 23 hit the referee. Oh, that is so unpatriot-like. Wow, what is going on here? Definitely conduct unbecoming of a Patriot by 2 of us. I'm not going to mention names, but that's ridiculous. He flat out went after a Bronco, but he hit the referee, so he's going to be ejected automatically. We'll let the coaches handle this. We're not going to mention any names, but that's definitely conduct unbecoming.
Well, I could just tell you this. You could do whatever you want. Don't do anything that's going to hurt your future at school. And to me, some of you guys went above and beyond, and you made yourself look foolish. You made your school look foolish. You made your team look foolish, because this is not the way that we do things. Now, granted, I don't know how it started, but it's unacceptable. We don't let things like that happen. You know, to be quite honest with you, it's embarrassing as hell. And I expect more and I expect better. So, big guy, don't ever let that happen again. I'm just telling you as a former Patriot, don't ever let that happen again. It's embarrassing, and it's not the way that we do things. I don't care where you come from, who you are, how good you think you are. Don't ever do stuff like that again. And I don't care what number you are. I don't care where you're from or who you think you are. I don't ever want to see stuff like that again. It's embarrassing. It's not the way that we do things. And to be quite honest with you, it carried on from the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, the undisciplined play that we had before, and I never want to see it again. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, there's three Patriots, though, that I'm sure will get a good talking to, but one's going to definitely be suspended. I was watching him, just happened to be watching him out of my field glasses, and he went after a Bronco, missed him, but he took out the referee, so that's an automatic suspension for sure. Because the officials have to follow a report with the LSSA, so that's a given. But look at what the Broncos coach, he's telling his guys, listen, we don't need this either. And they were just as guilty. They were in the fights as well. We're just going to call our guys out because
but the issue is, Kevin,
it shouldn't be this ugly.
They're the ones that are up 40 to 21.
Right. No, right.
And when you're getting your butt kicked physically, a lot of times mentally you get your butt kicked.
Yeah.
You let yourself get caught up in something like that, which is what we see from a lot of teams in our area that aren't as disciplined as us, that aren't coached as well as us.
Yeah.
So it's uncalled for. Don't ever let it happen again.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'll even go further. If you do things like that and you think you're doing the right thing, and that's how we do it, we don't want you to be a part of it.
I'm with you. Definitely conduct unbecoming of a Patriot. We'll let the coaching staff deal with it.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Eye in the sky shows it. No, that's just not how it is. And it's been
Got to
a well,
do your
a well,
talking with the chin, with the helmet.
a
man.
well-played game by both teams. Hard-fought game. Okay, yeah, we're on the short end of the stick, but you can't let your frustrations get the best of you, and that's not how we do things. Take your loss like a man and come back tomorrow. And we'll leave it at that.
Ugh.
Well, the referee looked like he was directing traffic at an airport with all the hand motions. There were two personal fouls on both teams, so they wiped each other out. And, of course, they're going to explain number 23, he's going to be ejected. But unfortunately, the referees have to make a report. Obviously, the film will be turned into the LSSA, so there will be some penalties on some of our guys, which is not good because we go to Oak Grove, Mississippi, and Hattiesburg next week. We can't have guys sit out.
Exactly. For those of you who don't know, if you get ejected from a ball game, you're unfortunately unable to participate in the next game. And honestly, like I said, I didn't quite see it all the way from the beginning and kind of how it started. And look, I don't mind a little jack jawing and guys getting in each other's face, but when you're down, 20 points, you don't act like that. And if you're not involved in it, don't go get in it. And you got to be a good enough player and a good enough leader to understand that, some crazy things might happen and you might be the second guy to do it. Because I'm kind of rewatching, I'm seeing that somebody came in and hit number 23 and then he had to be the second guy to go get him. You don't have to do that. That's not the way that we do things. We expect more from you, especially getting close to an official. That's uncalled for.
Well, in life, no matter what your age is, you are responsible for your actions. So whatever disciplinary actions are thrown at us, we're going to deal with it. And tough life lessons you're going to learn. So with 1:47 to go in the ball game, the penalty is going to move the ball all the way to the Patriot 42-yard line. Now I've got to think at some point Zachary's probably just going to kneel and just get out of this game. No need to do anything. Yeah, they go get in the victory formation. And
the one thing that I'll also say, Kevin, is you do live and learn. You're able to make mistakes.
Sure.
So I don't want to harp on it too much. Originally when we see the referee just kind of go flying and flopping, it's kind of silly. But
I've never seen that before. As a Patriot.
Me either. But kids do make mistakes, and we got to learn from it, and we got to get better.
Well, maybe some of us need to have learn the Patriot way, indoctrination again.
Yep.
Know how we do things. About 1:15 to go. Let's focus on the rest of the game. And y'all stay with us. We'll have a post-game wrap-up. We'll go through the score and recap, and then we'll set up next week's trip to Hattiesburg. And, of course, anybody that's listening from the stands, have a safe trip back home. And, again, we wanted to thank the hospitality, everybody here for the city of Zachary, their sports staff, everybody from the fire department down to the administration here in the press box. They've been wonderful to us, very accommodating. And it's been fun. Though we're on a short end of the stick, I've enjoyed the trip. It's always a good time calling the games with you. Got a chance to meet with Kate Beloso at halftime.
Yep.
So that's always been a plus.
Very nice.
This is probably the last play of the game, 33 seconds and counting. Then Holstein will kneel it down. And that's going to be it. So this will be the final score. The Zachary Broncos 40 to John Curtis Christian Patriots 21. The series is now tied at one game apiece. The Patriots have won the first meeting back in 1989. So the Broncos tied it up, and we'll have the tiebreaker next year. I believe that might be back in the New Orleans area. So we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and do our post-game wrap-up, and we'll work on getting out of here and make a trip back to River Ridge.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for listening to us. JohnCurtisPatriots.com. I want to say thank you to Hot Rods Creole, locally owned and family operated with generational recipes for your cooking ease and enjoyment. Check out their award-winning jambalaya, gumbo, and barbecue sauces. Don't forget the premium garlic butter seasonings, fish fry, homemade seafood boils, and everything that they offer. You can check all the products out at your local grocery store or online at www.hotrodscreole.com. Hot Rods Creole, it's the only way to Creole.
Yep. All right. Here goes the scoring recap. The Broncos got on the board first in the first quarter. 1:46 to go in that quarter. Holstein hit right on a 4-yard touchdown pass. They missed the PAT, and that put the Broncos up 6-0, and that's how the first quarter ended. With 8:40 to go in the half, the Holstein hit right again on a 17-yard pitch and catch. Conishin hit the PAT, and that put the Broncos up 13-0. Then shortly afterwards, the Patriots got the ball back. Nice little drive, 8 plays, 76 yards in distance, 2:59 off the clock. Bruno had a 1-yard touchdown run. Alfonso added a PAT, and that closed the gap to 13-7 Broncos. And then with 5:16 to go in the half, Williams on the ensuing kickoff had a 97-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Conishin hit the PAT, and that put the Broncos up 20-7. And then with 39 seconds to go in the half, Gabriel had a 16-yard touchdown run. Alfonso's PAT made it 20-14. And that was after a nice 30-yard punt return by Prout to set up that one-play drive, 16 yards of distance, taking 6 seconds off the clock. But then the Patriots had some penalties on that last drive with 39 seconds left. The Broncos moved the ball down the field, courtesy of 30 yards in penalties. And then with 10 seconds to go, no Thomas left, Holstein scrambled, actually from the 30-yard line, with 10 seconds left. He ran and was tackled at the 4-yard line as time expired. And the Patriots looked like they had some momentum with that defensive stop going into halftime. And the halftime score was the Broncos up 20-14. Unfortunately, the Broncos got the ball to start the second half, and they had a nice long drive that took about 8 minutes off the clock. And with 7:15 to go in the third, Holstein had a 2-yard touchdown run. Conishin's PT made it 27-14, and that's how the third quarter ended. With 11:46 to go in the ballgame, Holstein had a 17-yard touchdown pass to Wisham. Conishin made the PT, and that put the Broncos up 34-14. And then with 8:28 to go in the ballgame after a Patriot fumble, Holstein had a 91-yard pass play to Williams. They missed the PAT, and that put the Broncos up 40-14. The Patriots came back with 7:53 to go in the ballgame. Bruno hit Tyler on a 59-yard touchdown pass. Alfonso added a PAT, making it 40-21. The Patriots held on defense with a blocked punt, drove it down to around the 24-yard line of the Broncos, but then just fizzled out from there and turned it over in downs. And the last few minutes of the ballgame got a little ugly, so we won't harp on that anymore. But basically, the Broncos were the better team tonight, and they won the ballgame by the score of 40-21. Your final thoughts on tonight's ballgame?
It's a tough one. Let's put it that way. A great matchup. I really enjoy coming up here and playing Zachary. I think they're a heck of a ball club. They obviously have a lot of Division I recruits, so it's a great senior season for their program with a lot of their kids. But they were a class act. They played really hard. They played all the way to the end. Uncharacteristic of us, very undisciplined at the end, but we gotta get better. You got to remember, and sometimes you and I as former players have a tough time remembering that these are still young men. They're still young kids. It's obviously uncalled for, but they are allowed to make mistakes, and we are allowed to build on those mistakes and get better. So, I hope nobody judges me on any of my worst actions ever, So, we believe in forgiveness and doing wrong things and then asking for forgiveness and moving on and getting better. So, I apologize for my rant, a little craziness, but, in the heat of battle, got a little upset about it. But we are, we do expect more out of you guys, just so you know. But, a good matchup. I'm excited actually about this matchup again next year, them coming to us. But, yeah, beautiful place to play. It was, down the stretch of this game a little bit different than I would have liked. We got to take advantage of some of our opportunities that we had, maybe in play action and things like that, holding on to the football and making our blocks and making some tackles and doing the things that you need to do to be successful. But the good news is, in the grand scheme of things, this game doesn't really mean much. So you got to continue to work hard, continue to battle, and hopefully if you're mature about your business and you are a Patriot, that this motivates you to work even harder in the weight room, motivates you even harder to be a leader, motivates you even harder to do the right thing and to have character about yourself. So I look forward to that opportunity.
Yep. Again, tough loss for the Patriots tonight up here in Zachary. They lose to the Broncos 40-21. Next Thursday, September 15th, we're going to go to Hattiesburg, Mississippi to face Oak Grove. Kickoff is at 7:30 p.m. We're going to be on the air at 7:15 up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and then we'll come back for some home games in the New Orleans area. but it's been fun so far. The Patriots fall to 1-1 on the season. The Broncos are now 2-0. And, again, we'll be on the air next Thursday night, 7:15 from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, when the Patriots take on Oak Grove. So, again, we appreciate you guys listening to us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Thank you for your support. The final score, again, in Zachary, the Zachary Broncos 40, the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21. Until next Thursday, go Big Blue. God bless.
God bless.
Guys, be in touch.